fún àgbẹ̀ ọ̀gá Jèhófà. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ o, ọjọ́ òní, ọjọ́ tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ gidi gan-an ni fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà. Orí ni ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ọba ti kú ọ̀tá ìbáyọ̀ ọ́. Wọ́n ní alákọ̀ọ́rí ọmọ ti lọ. Wò ó, èyí tí wọ́n rò yí ẹ̀ olówó ọba ńlọ kúkú sẹ́. Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣàṣẹ́bẹ̀ lọ wà. Ọ̀gá máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olódùmarè ọba ògbóni. Tó o bá ti dàbí wèrè kọjú òní ó tó pé ńkọ́ kí lọ fẹ́ wá láàrin àwọn ọmọ adarí mú gan. Tàbí tó o bá ti dàbí gé ọmọ láàrin ìgbẹ́ kí lọ máa ń sọ̀dá àwọn òbí ọ. Ọjọ́ máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ alágbẹ̀dẹ àyànmọ́ ọba tó fi ọ́ dára tó dùn. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ o, ìwọ náà kọ́ Olódùmarè ọba ní kí ọ lárugẹ.
Ẹ̀sẹ̀ wọn ló wá o.
Sunday o, Sunday o.
Ẹ̀sẹ̀ mo dúpẹ́.
Yé máa gbọ́ ó ti gbogbo ọmọ Adéyẹmọ o. Ó dé wọn mọ́lẹ̀ pátápátá wọn ò lè mí mọ́. Ó ti kó wọn láyà jẹ́ kó lè sókè. Wọ́n ṣẹ̀rù bà wọ́n. Ọjà wọn láyà wọn ò lè mí fín mọ́. Ó ti fi ògbójú ńlá fọ́ igbá oró ní èyẹ dànù. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ọmọ ọba tiẹ̀ ọmọ ọgọ́lógún ọmọ àlè. Ìwọ náà bí bàbá dojú dé àfihàn bí ọba ṣe sí ẹja fọ kí ní bẹ nínú ọ̀gán ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ti ń dún mọ̀wúrú bí ọ̀pá ni kò pa ni bí ọba ní pa ni kó yé dún mọ̀wúrú mọ́ o. Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ó ti di bí àlọ́ yìí yé ẹjẹ ẹgbẹ́ mú ewé kókò tó bá lè bí ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ fọ̀yà kó máa fọ̀yà gbèrègbèrè sàǹgbọ́rọ̀ máa fọ́ọ̀kù ẹni ẹ bá wọ pé ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ti di bí àlọ́ yìí ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá yé orí ìyá ọ̀pẹ ọmọ Yorùbá àgàtà ọmọ ọkọ̀ ní ọ̀hún ṣéwù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọmọ ọgbọ́n ṣe ìwọ lọ́pàá gàmbàrí nípa ìsìn Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ọ̀pá gàmbàrí nípa ìsìn ọ̀pá abúlé nípa ọjọ́ ìfowópamọ́ ya onítọ̀ ọmọ rẹ̀ Sunday Ìgbòho ṣá yé pẹ̀lú àwọn bàbá rẹ̀ lọ òròlú ọmọ tẹ̀lá ọlọ́lẹ́ mo sùn lẹ́ẹ̀kan ọmọ ajá yẹn yìí sílẹ̀ bàbá rẹ̀ mo dé mo dáàrin òde wọ́n di méjì ìgbà rẹ̀ àgbàdo mo di méjì ìgbà rẹ̀ àgàdà yìí ó di méjì ìgbà rẹ̀ gbẹ̀ndínlógún ó kan ilà àárọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní gbogbo ilé ìwọ̀n sàgàdà nínú bí àwọn rẹ̀ ọmọ gbọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́kọ̀ ní ìṣòwò àkọ́bísọ̀ ọlọ́kọ̀ ní sí ìgbà lẹ́kẹ̀ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ yé Sunday Ìgbòho sàmà fún ogun ní iná ní lógún ogun ní iná ní lógún ogun ló ní ilé àárọ̀ ogun ni wọ́n fi jagun yé bẹ́ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ bóògùn ọ̀yẹ́ ẹjẹ́ anara wọn lóògùn ọ̀nà Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá ló ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gbọ́ mẹ́rin dandan ní máa wá dákun wọn oníṣẹ́ bí ẹ̀tọ́ kálukú mọ̀ fi dùn wọ́n orí kálukú ló gbé dépò tó dùn. wọ́n á máa gbọ́ o gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà ń tẹ́wá lóye ẹja àfọwọ́pọ̀ káàkiri ẹni tó wá fi ṣe káàkiri lárugẹ gidi ni ẹ̀mí jù wọn ò dùn ẹni tó fi ara wọn Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ tó fi ara tiwa akọni jagunjagun ọkùnrin tààrà pọ̀dọ̀kẹ́lẹ́ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ wọn máa gbọ́ wọn fẹ́ ṣàgbà tó fún ni ẹni tó bá ní kó ògùn ní kékeré kó máa fọwọ́ àwọn síra wọn wọn ní kàkọ́ máa ṣe ara rẹ̀ dípò dànù ìmọ̀jọ́ ayọ́lẹ̀ pọ̀ ní kó lọ́wọ́ ọmọ gbá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìdáhọ̀ iná máa gbẹ̀yìn abẹ́ òsì pàtàkì onígbòrò kò tẹ̀ máa gbọ́ àwọn bàbá rẹ tó ti wà níbùgbé ìdájọ́ wọn máa fọwọ́ tì ọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ ni àwọn alágbára jagun tí wọ́n lè jagun ṣáájú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n máa fi ọ́ tì ọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ ni Oòduà Ọlọ́fin Ọbàtálá Báṣọ̀run Àjàká Àjàngẹ̀tíẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ̀fọ́fọ̀ ọ̀fẹ́rí lánàfọ́kúnlá òun náà mẹ́rù ọmọdékùnrin sábà aborílá aborí gbogbo alùpùpù àbá àkútù ògèdèǹgbé agbógungbòrò olè jẹ̀sà Ṣàngó máa gbọ́ná sí ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ń bọ́ Ṣàngó tí mọ́ ògùn làyà wáyé náà ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣàǹpolo tí gbẹ̀gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ tiẹ̀ ṣe ọ̀gbárùgbọ̀ darúgbó lọ́nù gbọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ jó ògùn làyà ọ̀sẹ̀ pààyàn kẹ́ni máa ń de bàbá rẹ lọ òrùkàtàrí gbàgbà kẹ́ni máa ń de bàbá rẹ lọ alárúgbó parúmọ́ Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ní oṣù òrùkú òde gbangba Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ó ti di gbogbo ọdún ó ti wà lókè ẹni bá ní ọjà kọ́kọ́ máa kú ni máa gbọ́ ọ tó orí má bẹ̀rù ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́ ó rí ní gbogbo fùrùfùrù labalábá tí wọ́n ń dìbò lẹ́kùn Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá ó rí bí wọ́n ti ń wọṣọ àkísà máa gbọ́ ọ jẹ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà tó bá lóye akọ́dà ayé ọgbọ́ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ní ẹja fọwọ́tì yìí débi tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹja fọ tẹ́lẹ̀ èmi tún ẹ̀wọ̀ òdùnmí kò lè gbé wa débi kankan fa akọ́dà ayé ọgbọ́ ẹja pàápàá ká bí ẹni tó gbọ́ pàtó sẹ́ni lárugẹ ni ẹ máa gbọ́ oníbó yẹn ṣe wọ́n máa fara òní ní igi igbó sórí ìbò wọ́n dìgbẹ́ ẹ̀rí ni àwọn àgbàlagbà wọ́n ní bí orí bá dúró tọrùn inú déyàn ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ gan ni sátidé ọmọ adége mọ́ yé máa bá ọjọ́ òní ọjọ́ burúkú tó lápẹẹrẹ ni ṣùgbọ́n o àwọn tí wọ́n ṣerú ẹ̀ wọn ò lè mú jẹ́ ẹ̀ má ṣe pé ṣùgbọ́n nu rẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan ọba tó ń pátápátá bọ̀ ìmọ́lẹ̀ thank you àrò ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo nǹkan ọba tó ń àrò ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ àwọn tó mú kọ́tò òní wáyé má ṣe pé o ṣùgbọ́n má jẹnu rẹ̀ ó gbófo gbogbo nǹkan ọba pátápátá àrò ní ọmọ àrọ̀ mọ́ orí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa fèyíṣẹ́ lọ́lé wa kì í ṣe é mọ̀ wọ́n lè bí lẹ́rìí wípé ìtàlọ́pọ̀ ni ìwòtọ́ lápẹ̀rẹ̀ lágbájá ni tàmẹ́dọ́ ni ìmọ̀lẹ́ akéwìrì ọmọ wọn ló gbọmọ̀ sọ àjípété mo bólúwa mi dúpẹ́ mọ́ kẹrù àgbà.
ó kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ kú ìrọ̀lẹ́ ni à ń kí wa pé ṣé dáadáa ni a tún bára wa ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ yìí. mo kí àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn tí wọ́n ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní gbogbo ìgbà nígbà tí a bá ń ó fún wa èèyàn ńlá pàtàkì bíi bàbá wa olóyè Dr. Sunday Igboho Òòṣà. a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa Professor ADEBANJI AKINTOYE. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mò ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa Chief Banji Ayiloge. orúkọ tèmi ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì. ìrọ̀lẹ́ yìí a máa jẹ́ 21st of July 2023. mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé a very good evening and welcome to the live transmission as we will be starting in just about a few minutes. As I always say, Yoruba nation is the final solution. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ni wọ́n máa ń béèrè pé kí ló dé tí olóyè ṣì wà ní Benin Republic àti pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan. bí a bá ń wo ìní 21st ó sì jẹ́jọ́ kejì ìjọ tí wọ́n dá olóyè dúró ní Benin Republic. màá sọ ìdí tó ṣe dá wọn dúró díẹ̀ nítorí pé tí a bá padà sí 2 years ago lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí wọ́n lọ àtáàkì ilé bàbá wa olóyè, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ti gbé pé ìjọba Buhari, the sadist government, àwọn ni wọ́n gbé embargo lé olóyè Dr. Sunday lórí tí olóyè fi di ará Benin Republic láti bí ọdún méjì. àmọ́ láti bí ọdún méjì náà à ń dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run tí ó sì fún wa ṣe pé bí ìjọba Benin bí Benin ṣe kéré tó, wọ́n fún bàbá wa ní àǹfààní àti wà níbẹ̀ while tí a bá ń resolve all the diplomatic ties and reason why he needs to leave. But one major problem, òun ni pé as at the time the attack happened, ní July 1st, there has already been an embargo tí DSS gbélé bàbá wa lórí. Embargo yẹn gangan òun ni ó fi di into ọ̀dá wọn dúró ní Benin Republic. Probably maybe a lot of you would not know. And I'll see if I can bring back that particular, statement tí DSS Afunaya tó gbé jáde nígbà yẹn. But before we go further, let us play the anthem and then we will then kickstart the program in a short while. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí pé ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ from wherever you're watching, and it is a very beautiful weather, very calm. We are now in winter. I mean, money winter, we are now already in summer. Mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ níbi tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa tí ẹ ti ń wò wá. Iṣẹ́ wa fún ẹwà. Tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ òdìdé bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo ti adúláwọ̀. Once again, a very good evening and welcome, as I will be giving a background to 2 years ago. So many of us have forgotten quickly what transpired some 2 years inside the residence of Dr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. And this evening, Markov Igboho see that bit of journey, so that Kiali fi sọ fún DSS pé Igboho is not a criminal, neither has he committed any offense under the international law. He's not wanted anywhere in the world. But ìdí tí ó ṣe di pé wọ́n dá wọn dúró, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti wọlé, ẹ má yẹ ká máa dárúkọ lẹ́yọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan, but mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà, ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ni mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ nírọ̀lẹ́, ẹ̀yin olóye tí mo fẹ́ ká jọ gbé yẹ̀wò. Nítorí pé tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ bá ń béèrè pé kí ló dé tí olóyè ṣì wà ní Benin Republic. Màá sọ ìdí, nítorí pé after tí wọ́n attack ilé wọn, a lot of things were happening very fast, very, very fast. But one major thing that occurred is that DSS thought they killed him, that he died. They will probably not have come out at all anyway. But nítorí pé Igboho survived, so the only thing they could put out is now to put a statement láti indicate pé gbogbo bíkíbi tó bá ti rí Igboho kó dá dúró. And that was the reason why Igboho was stopped, the CSI doctor. Mo kọ́kọ́ kí our great leader tí a mọ̀ sí Professor ADEBANJI Stephen AKINTOYE, a leader that we can reckon with any day, anytime. A leader that knows how to prepare us for this very, very important journey. A lot of people will not know that this is a journey. And since this journey has started, we will see a lot of events and a lot of things that will probably get us very, very sad, happy, even death. Kò sí bí a ṣe ní a fẹ́ ṣerú journey báyìí tí kò ní entail a lot when it comes to whether àwọn kan máa survive àbáwọn kan ò ní survive. It has always been like that in any kind of situation like this, when people are asking for their inalienable rights. Kódà àwọn tí wọ́n ń jà pé for something else, people get killed, and you can literally die in the course of a kind of movement like this. And a movement, ó máa ń lọ in different direction. Ẹ lè máa lọ báyìí, and something can stop that movement for a very long time, and then the movement kicks again. And that is why we call it movement. Because in every movement, tí gbogbo èèyàn ń jà ní gbogbo àgbáyé, kódà àwọn tó wá colonize wa, àwọn náà ní process kó tó di pé wọ́n rí wa colonize. It wasn't easy for them, because tó bá easy fún wọn ni, they would not have fought very, very hard. But because some of us don't really understand what is called the movement. So expectation wa ni pé everything will go smoothly. Kò ní sí any hiccup, especially in African countries where we are not yet advanced. The African country is not advanced yet. So when we talk about this kind of movement, all we can say is that it is going to take a lot of intake. Expectation gbogbo wa ni pé kò ní sí ewu, a kàn máa bá ìrìn àjò yẹn lọ. But láàrin méjì ewu kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2 years ago. Kò mú ẹ̀mí wa bàbá wa lọ tí a dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run, àmọ́ ó mú ẹ̀mí àwọn méjì kan lọ nínú ilé wọn. Àwọn àgbàlagbà náà dẹ̀ ló máa ń sọ pé mọ̀jàmọ̀sá òun la fi mọ akíkanjú ọkùnrin. Akíkanjú tí ó bá mọ̀ jà tó bá tún mọ̀ sá, ó ṣeé ṣe kó bá ogun lọ. Fẹ̀yìn àgbàlagbà ẹ má na pòwe níwájú yín, akéré léèyàn láti pòwe níwájú ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, ẹ̀yin ìyá wa. Irú nǹkan tí a gbé dání tó bá jẹ́ pé European country láti operate, a ní láti wà worry pé attack máa wáyé. But nítorí pé Africa láti operate, òun ló ń fún wa ní this setback a little bit. Setback yẹn ó dẹ̀ ń delay ìrìn àjò yìí níwọ̀nba ìgbà tí àbá ìtì kúrò nínú ìlú tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà. Àwọn kan ti give up láàrin méjì nítorí pé understanding wọn ni pé ó yẹ kí ìrìn àjò yìí ó yẹ kó ti land gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọkọ̀ tó gbéra tó fẹ́ deliver àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kúrò. Ìyẹn la ṣe ń dúpẹ́ fún Emeritus Professor Banji Akintoye, ìyẹn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n, àti àwọn tí wọ́n jọ wà ní inú YSDM pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn organization tí wọ́n project pé a gbọ́dọ̀ kúrò nínú Nigeria as quickly as possible. But in tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ understand ni pé kúrò nínú Nigeria yẹn kò ní wá without any setback. One of our major setback in this movement was 2 events that occur. Lára àkọ́kọ́ ni event tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní inú residency Dr. Olóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí aka Ìgbòho Òòṣà. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ilé wọn yẹn was a big setback fún ìrìn àjò yìí. But intaba sọ pé kò ní àyè ọpẹ́ nínú, irọ́ la máa pa. So when some of us are now asking pé kí ló dé tí irú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ṣẹlẹ̀ tí kò mẹ́mí olóyè lọ torí pé ohun ọba Elédùmarè tí kò fi jẹ́ kí ẹ̀mí olóyè bá lọ, torí pé tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀mí olóyè ti bá lọ, federal government máa deny ẹ̀ pé àwọn mọ̀ kankan nípa ẹ̀, nítorí pé federal government ló gbé attack yẹn wá. But intale fi dúpẹ́ ni pé as much as the federal government made that attack, we were still able to hold the ground even during the period tí Olóyè Sunday Igboho tí wọ́n fi sí láàrin wa tó fi di pé it was put in the Benin Republic while a lot of negotiation and different legal matters was being put in place. But eventually he got his freedom. But freedom here, fáwọn kan wọ́n ní is not enough. Kí ló dé tí kò lè move kúrò ní location tó wà, at least láti lọ bá àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí ẹ̀, àwọn family ẹ̀ tí wọ́n bẹ ní abroad, nítorí pé gbogbo ala mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ bàbá wa Olóyè Sunday Igboho àti ìyàwó wọ́n bẹ ní outside Nigeria kó tó di pé olóyè darapọ̀ mọ́ ìrìn àjò yìí. I'm going to take us back, like I said. After the attack of 1st of July to start with, it took a bit of time kó tó di pé DSS ló jáde láti wá represent the federal government, but based on some intelligence, àwọn làwọn lọ attack ilé Ìgbòho. Mo fẹ́ padà sí some of the articles àti statement. DSS confirmed the attack, and this was a day after ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́n tí wọ́n sọ ní orí channels after the attack, which was the second. So that indicates that DSS tó fún Gumi ní opportunity láti wá sínú ọ́fíìsì wọn l'Abuja, wọ́n bá sọ̀rọ̀, ó dẹ̀ lọ. Kí ló dé tí the same DSS kò invite Olóyè Ìgbòho kóhun náà wá sí Abuja kó bá sọ̀rọ̀, kóhun àti lọ́yẹ̀ kọjọ́ lọ kó dẹ̀ release ẹ̀. So ó indicate pé plan DSS was not to invite Olóyè Dr. Sunday Igboho wá sí Abuja before this attack ní Monsoy. The intention was a failed mission. Nítorí pé mission yẹn was to kill Olóyè nínú ilé ẹ̀. But because he escaped the death, DSS ló wá representing all the security agency tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ pé àwọn làwọn lọ sí ilé Ìgbòho after some intelligent report pé inú ilé Ìgbòho ńkọ́ o, wọ́n manufacture ìbọn níbẹ̀ o, wọ́n ń ṣe this níbẹ̀ o, wọ́n ń ṣe that níbẹ̀. But Gumi tó ń ṣe the same atrocity tí a rí tí evidence wà pé Gumi lọ bá àwọn terrorist sọ̀rọ̀, gbogbo wa la rí pé gbówó lọ fún wọn. Kódà nígbà kan wọ́n jọ jókòó. We are talking about terrorists now. Wọ́n ń ṣe kéèsì bọ̀bọ̀ kan lọ́wọ́ nísìn lára àwọn tí wọ́n wá sọ nísìn pé ó gba $120 million lára owó tó ń gbé fáwọn terrorists. Ìyẹn bọ̀bọ̀ kan tí a sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ní ìjẹta lórí Star Radio UK fáwọn tó bá ń follow morning program tí máa ń ṣe pẹ̀lú Star Radio. Màá rántí orúkọ bọ̀bọ̀ náà. Wọ́n ní credible evidence pé Ìgbòho gbogbo tó ń sọ pé ó manufacture ìbọn wà nínú ilé ẹ̀, this and that. There was no credible evidence, but wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ present yẹn síta nítorí pé Nigeria is still operating as a country that also must respect the international law, even though a mọ̀ pé international law is not respected in Nigeria. But for argument's sake, for the sake of tí Ìgbòho bá lọ report níta fún àwọn àgbáyé pé ìjọba ló wá attack òun, ìjọba náà gbọ́dọ̀ rí nǹkan kan láti sọ pé ìdí tá ṣe wá attack eléyìí. And that led to the embargo. Màá sọ meaning embargo fún ẹni tó bá mọ meaning embargo. Embargo yẹn òun ni wọ́n restrict lé orúkọ chief tó ti send síta sí gbogbo African countries. Ibikíbi tẹ́ bá ti rárákùnrin ẹ kò bá wa dá dúró síbẹ̀ kẹ́ pé Nigerian embassy tó wà nílùú yẹn, Nigerian embassy máa wá communicate padà sí Nigeria pé ẹni tá à ń wá yìí o, wọ́n ti mú ní Ghana o, wọ́n ti mú ní Togo o, wọ́n ti mú ní this by o, and that, which tó bá yẹ pé olóyè travel through any other African countries, in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Benin yẹn náà ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀. But ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ etí wọ́n sọ níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn, ìyẹn àwọn DSS. Now, while this is going on,
the national headquarters of the
of state services.
Ẹjọ́ tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ ẹ kò bá mi sọ pé ẹ ń gbọ́ torí pé the other phone tí a fi ń pair speaker yìí òun ni mo fi ń ṣe mo rántí pé lè yóò wà charge so ìdí tá a ṣe ń sọ pé media work involves a lot of mo ní láti pẹ̀lú sorry needs a lot of support all the time. I didn't know that this was not charged while coming on air. My try láti lọ mú power bank láti fi support anyway. So, and I'm not sure whether I can quickly pair this one with this. Let's remove the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth from this one so that King will be able to pair late. Mo fẹ́ ká really gbọ́n tí Afunaya sọ, very very important. Let's scan this and see if I can pair this. So while I'm preparing this, I might just go and get the power bank just to support this because Oshishikima Lofoni Nirole and Tobani second-hand phone, Ejekamo, Esende, all these is especially when we are doing outdoor broadcasts like this. I'm running on a laptop already, and I have already 6 devices plus the laptop. I will have to communicate maybe by anything on board. Let's see. Let's scan it again. I hope you can pick it quickly. Mokibu Gwalenko say, a very good evening and welcome as we are discussing what actually happened 2 years ago. Is not loud, okay? I'm trying to see if I can pair these with these. Mokiwalenko say, I am just reminding us some of what has happened. I don't know whether it's this one now. No, it's not. Good evening once again. For the benefit of those that are watching, it is 2 years again today, or rather 2 years today as well, because IGBOHO was still making his way to Benin Republic court while we were trying to get a bail condition for him, and that lasted a couple of we'll come back to that in just about a few minutes. Let me remove, I think I have too many on pair, so sometimes that have effect on that, especially when you have too many. Moki and Koiki Media backend team, as I am explaining what actually took place, to stand what took place and why IGBOHO is still in Benin Republic. This is the conversation this hour. The embargo must be lifted so that IGBOHO can have access to free movement, which every one of us also have. It is not about anything. It is about what transpired during the time of the invasion of his premises. But whatever happened on July 1st, the DSS was forced to come out and admit the atrocity committed, but they had to lie. That has always been part of the lies of any government like African, because the international community, so they have to defend themselves that yes, we went to IGBOHO's house, but we went there on credible reason, even though the same credible reason. Program live program. I buy sorry later. Right. So the credible reason, see, I've discussed Lale. Not sure why it's not appearing anyway. Is the fact that something came out when DSS spokesperson Afunaya Tadikwe Arakuni Ibikibiti Ebatiri anywhere, because they know that IGBOHO left his premises but wọ́n mọ ibi tó gbà, wọ́n mọ bó ṣe kúrò nínú ilé. If Igboho was killed in that house, the DSS would not have come out anyway. In Tokoma sọ ni pé unknown soldier, kódà wọ́n ní àwọn ọmọ IPOB ló lọ sínú ilé Igboho tó lọ attack ẹ̀. That's what the DSS will say. But adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé Igboho fẹ́nu ara ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ jáde pé òun rí wọn, òun rí gbogbo wọn. I mean, this is an example of how Igboho was looking at them. And tẹ́ bá lọ wo ilé yẹn. All right, I'm not sure what is going on, so it doesn't seem to be pairing as I would have loved to, but I have to move further so that Kuma fit here, Dawaduro. Not sure why it's not pairing. Ojú window ni Igboho ti rí wọn tó ní, who be that? Ẹ̀yin wo nìyẹn? Bọ́dẹ̀ ṣe rí Igboho láti ìsàlẹ̀, wọ́n dàgbọ́n bo area yẹn. Ìyẹn ni gbogbo wájú ilé Igboho, tẹ́ bá lọ wo àwọn pictures yẹn. Evidence indicate that they were shooting in that direction. Tó bá yẹ pé ìbọn kan bá bà tó bá pa, that would have been, you know, a different story today. All right, let me just see if I can get. I might have to stop this one because it is Timothy Shebibai, so that it Timothy stress. Let me come back for now. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram, Koiki Media, hello, join another platform. We got to come off this one for now. Àti sọ pé tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kí a máa ní gbogbo platform to máa run, we must also continue to have all the necessary support to make it happen. I'm going to come back. I need to go downstairs so that we can get let me, because I don't want anybody to start calling while I'm not here. So for now, let's just listen to this again while I come back. So enjoy this until I come back and we continue the conversation.
Ọjọ́ òní, ọjọ́ tó lágbẹ̀rẹ̀ gidi gan-an ni fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá dàda. Bó rí ni, ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ọba ti kú ọ̀tá ìbá yọ ọ́. Wọ́n ní alágbọ̀ọ́rí ọmọ ti lọ. Wò ó, èyí tí wọ́n ròyìn ẹ̀ olúwo ọba ń ló kúkú sẹ́. Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣàṣẹ́bẹ̀ lọ wà. Ọ̀gá máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olódùmarè ọba ògbóni. Tọ́ ọba ti ọ̀pọ̀ tó pé ń kọ́ kí lọ fẹ́ wá láàrin àwọn ọmọ adarí mú gan. Àbí tó bá ti dàbí kí ọmọ láàrin ìfẹ́ kí lọ máa ṣẹ̀dá òfin ìfìró. Ẹjẹ́ máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ alágbẹ̀dẹ àyànmọ́ ọba tó fi ọ́ dára tó dùn. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ o, ìwọ náà kọ́ Olódùmarè ọba ní kí ọlá lùgbẹ́.
Ẹ̀sìn mo dúpẹ́ o.
Sunday o, Sunday o.
Ẹ̀sìn mo dúpẹ́.
Yéè! Máa gbọ́ ó ti gbogbo olùgbọ́n máa dé yàmá ó dé wọn mọ́lẹ̀ pátápátá wọn ò lè mí mọ́ ó ti kó wọn láyà jẹ́ kó lè sókè wọ́n ṣẹ̀rù bà wọ́n ọjà wọn láyà wọn ò lè mí fín mọ́ ó ti fi ògbójú lọ́fọ́ ipá oró ní èyẹ dànù. Ọmọ adé yàmá ọmọ ọmọ ọba tiẹ̀ ọmọ ọkọ lóògùn ọmọ àlè ìwọ náà bí bàbá dojú dí àfihàn bí ọba ṣe sí ẹjẹ́ àfọ kí ní bẹ nínú ọ̀gán ọmọ adé yàmá ti dùn mọ̀wúrú bí ọ̀pani kọ́ pani bí ọba ní pani kó yé dùn mọ̀wúrú. Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ó ti di bí àlọ́ yìí yé ẹjẹ́ ọmọdé ọmọ ewé kókò tó bá lè bí ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ fọ̀yà kọ́ máa fọ̀yà gbèrègbèrè sàǹgbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ máa fọ́kù ẹni ọba wọ pé ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ti di bí àlọ́ yìí káàdé o ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣà yé orí ìyá àbúrò ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà ọmọ ọkọ ní ọ̀hó ṣéun bẹ́ẹ̀ lọmọ ọgbọ́n ṣe ìwọ lọ́pàá Gàmbàrí nípa ìsìn Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ọ̀pá Gàmbàrí nípa ìsìn ọ̀pá Fúlàní nípa ọ̀pá ìsìn ya oníkàmá Sunday Ìgbòho ṣà pẹ̀lú àwọn bàbá rẹ lọ òròlù ọmọ pẹ̀lá mo lẹ́nilé mo sùn lẹ́ẹ̀kan ọmọ adatẹ́yìn ẹ̀dùn yẹn nígbà bàbá rẹ mo dé mo dáhàrin òde mo wá di méjì bá rẹ tán àwọn ọmọdé méjì bá rẹ ti àgàdà yín ó di méjì bá rẹ gbẹ̀ndínlógún ó kan ilà àárọ̀ bẹ ní kókó ilé wa àgàdà nínú bí àwọn rẹ ọmọ gbẹ́jọ ọlọ́kọ̀ ní ìṣòwò akọ̀ní sọ̀rọ̀ ní sí ìgbàlẹ̀kẹ̀ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ yé Sunday Ìgbòho sàmà fún ogun ní nánilógún ogun lórí ilé àárọ̀ ogun ni wọ́n fi jagun bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ bóògùn ọ̀yẹ́ ẹjẹ́ anẹ́láwọ́ lóògùn ọ̀nà Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣà lónìí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gbòmìnira dandan ni máa wá gbọ́ o ìlànà lọ́dùnmọ́lẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa lò ọmọ Adéyẹmọ o dákun mọ́rin làwọn oníṣẹ́ ẹbí ẹ̀tọ́ kálukú mọ̀ fi dùn wọ́n orí kálukú ló gbé ọdẹ kò tó dùn wọ́n á máa gbọ́ o gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà ń tẹ́wá lóye ẹja fọwọ́pọ̀ ká gbé ẹni tó lúwa fi sẹ́ ká gbé lárugẹ gidi ni ẹ̀mí jù ọ́ wọn ò dùn ẹjọ́ òrodò lọ sí ibà méjì kọ́ o ẹni tó lúwa fi sẹ́rán ọgẹ́tọ̀ sí ẹni tó fi ara wọn Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ pẹ̀lá tiwa akọni tiwa akọni jagunjagun ọkùnrin tààrà rọ̀pọ̀dọ̀kẹ́lẹ́ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ wọn máa gbọ́n fẹ́ sàgbà kan fún wọn ni ẹni tó bá ní kó ògùn ní kékeré kó máa fọwọ́ náà wọ́n ṣe ra wọn wọ́n ní kàkọ́ máa ṣe ara rẹ̀ bí kò dáná ìmọ̀jú ayọ́yẹ́ pọ̀ ní kó lọ́wọ́ ọmọ wá kékeré tó kékeré ìdáhọ́ ilé ọmọ gbẹ̀yìn agbẹ̀dẹ kò sí pàtàkì òní gbóró òdòkó tẹ̀ máa gbọ́ àwọn bàbá rẹ tó ti wà ní ibùgbé ìdájọ́ wọn máa fọwọ́ tì ọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ ni àwọn alágbá jagun tí wọ́n ní jagun ṣáájú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n mọ fi ọtí ọ̀gá gẹ́gẹ́ ni Oòduà Ọlọ́fin ọba àtàlà Báṣọ̀run Àjàká Àjàngá tiẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ̀fúfù ọ̀fẹ́rí lánàfọ́kúnlá òun náà lẹ́rú ọmọdé òun ìfọ́ta aborílá aborí kòkó alùpùpù bàbá àkútù ògèdè ìgbé ẹgbẹ́gun gbúrò olè jẹ̀sà Ṣàngó máa gbọ́ná sẹ́yìn ọmọdé yẹn mẹ́wò ń bọ́ Ṣàngó tí mọ́ ògùn làyà wáyé náà ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho sampo ló ti di pẹ̀tùpẹ̀tù tiẹ̀ ṣe ọ̀gbárùgbọ́ darúgbó tónú gbọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ jó òkun lẹ̀yà ọ̀sẹ̀ pààyàn rìn kẹ́ni ọmọ ǹdẹ̀ bàbá rẹ lọ òrùkàtàrí gbàgbàgbàgbà kẹ́ni ọmọ ǹdẹ̀ bàbá rẹ lọ alárúgbó parúmọ́ Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ní oṣù olùkọ́ òde gbangba Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ó ti dìbò bọ́ọ̀lù ó ti wà lókè ẹni bá ní ọjà kọ́kọ́ máa kú ni máa gbọ́ o tó orí má bẹ̀rù ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́ ó rí ní gbogbo fùrùfùrù labalábá tí wọ́n ń dìbò lẹ́kùn Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho sà ó rí bí wọ́n ti ń wọṣọ àkísà máa gbọ́ o yẹ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà tó bá lóye akọ́dà ayé ọgbọ́ ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ní ẹja fọwọ́ tì àti yìí débi tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹja fọ tẹ́lẹ̀ èmi tún ẹ̀wọ̀ òdù mi kò lè gbé wa dédé kankan pa akọ́dà ayé ọgbọ́ ẹja pàwọ́pọ̀ ká bí ẹni tó lùkọ́ pàtó sẹ́ni lárugẹ ni ẹ máa gbọ́ òní bó yẹn ṣe wọ́n máa tọ́lá òní ni igi igbó sórí pọ̀ wọ́n dìgbẹ́ ẹ̀rí ni àwọn àgbàlagbà wọ́n ní bí orí bá dúró tọrùn inú déyìn ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ gan ni Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ yẹ máa bá ọjọ́ òní ọjọ́ burúkú tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ṣùgbọ́n o àwọn tí wọ́n ṣerú tó wẹ̀ wọn ò lè mú jẹ́ má ṣe pé ṣùgbọ́n nu rẹ̀ gbogbo ọba tó ń pátápátá.
Let me pull that out and let me now go back and play that video as a reminder torí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ láti máa kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ the analysis of what transpired 2 years ago from what then led to Benin Republic 19 days after. So once again, my name is Olami Koiki, and this is asking the DSS without any wasting much time to lift the embargo lórí Dr. Chief Sunday Igboho, because the question we should be asking the DSS is, would they have come out and tell us that àwọn làwọn lọ attack Igboho on behalf of the federal government and all the other security agency? They wouldn't have done that. Nítorí pé they would have told us that àwọn money. Igboho was upstairs when the DSS were banging the gate outside. You could see them from the view upstairs. So ojú àwọn méjèèjì pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn tó wá, you could see the numbers of those that came. And the moment he came out to address them, if they were coming genuinely, let's put this on the argument. Tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n wá pé wọ́n tẹ̀ wá search ilé, tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n wá pé wọ́n kọ̀ wá fẹ́ wá find out pé evidence in point pé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé. Ṣé ẹni tí ẹ ti confirm pé wà nínú ilé, ṣé ìbọn ló yẹ kẹ́yìn sínú ilé yẹn? That is the number one question. Ṣé ó yẹ kí wọ́n yin ìbọn, because Igboho was not shooting them from there's no evidence that Igboho was shooting them, but there's evidence that point back that ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ìwò tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí nínú ara ògiri yẹn is the gbogbo ìbọn gbogbo bullet tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí tó penetrate títí dé gbogbo ara ògiri. It shows that they were not coming to play. They were coming to kill. That was the mission. The mission was Tebati Debe assassinated. Tebade Baon Yonule, and your Jupon get them move out. Nítorí pé time tó wá yẹn ta ló máa jáde ládùúgbò nígbà tí wọ́n ń gbọ́rùn bọ́ tó ń dún papapapapapa. And I will remind you the soundtrack, from what Lady K played out as well. So the question we are saying to the DSS now is, release the embargo. Release the embargo. Lori Igboho. That is the first step. We are asking the new government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, release that embargo tó wà lórí Dr. Sunday Igboho tí wọ́n fi sí wọn lórí ní 2 years ago, that's made the movement of him traveling to be restricted. Kò ń ṣe pé Igboho ń gbé exhibit kọjá lọ ṣe dá dúró. No. This is what transpired. Let me remind you from this soundtrack that happened after the second. This was on Channels Television 2 years ago, which is literally on the 2nd of July. Ẹja agbóhun tó ṣẹlẹ̀.
Once again, welcome to the national headquarters of the Department of State Services, Abuja here. Typical of you, we have always had you, and you have remained our great partners. This is a press briefing, like I said, holding at the national headquarters of the Department of State Services, DSS Abuja, on a joint security operation carried out on the 1st of July at Ibadan, Oyo State.
Mo fẹ́ máa ṣe breakdown ẹ̀ fún yín. I don't want to go too fast with the video so that we can get the grasp and the understanding. So, in tí Afunaya sọ tẹ́ gbọ́ yẹn is also the confirmation fáwọn tó wà nínú ilé àti olóyè pé àwọn tó wá kò ń ṣe security operatives ẹyọ kan. Now, let's ask the question. If truly and fairly that ẹ fẹ́ wá arrest Igboho nínú ilé ni, what led to the heavy damage in the house? What led to the heavy destruction of his property? Because, I mean, all you could have said is, Igboho, surrender. Surrender yourself. Gbogbo aṣálámà wo movie. I mean, I'm sure gbogbo ilẹ̀ ti máa wo movie. Bíyá ti Yorùbá ni, ti American movie ni, Indian movie ni, British movie ni, or even around the world. Wọ́n máa ń fúnyàn ní the privilege to surrender. Tọ́lọ́pàá bá wá sínú ilé mi nísìn, as an example, ọlọ́pàá máa fún mi ní option pé kí n ṣílẹ̀kùn. Tó bá ti kanlẹ̀kùn, open this door. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa identify ara wọn as ọlọ́pàá. Nítorí pé mo kọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ confirm pé ọlọ́pàá ni wọ́n. Tó bá ti lè sọ pé ọlọ́pàá láwọn, mo gbọ́dọ̀ ṣílẹ̀kùn fún wọn kó wọlé. Tí mo ò bá ṣílẹ̀kùn tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n ní warrant, which DSS did not confirm, a máa gbọ́ tán whether they have a search warrant. Ṣé ìgbà wo ni search warrant wá di death warrant? Nítorí pé Intọ́báwá was a death warrant. Evidence is now pointing that the engagement between the DSS, pẹ̀lú àwọn tó wà nínú ilé, there was no fire between the two of them. Wọ́n ò yìnbọn fún DSS, wọ́n ò yìnbọn fún Navy, wọ́n ò yìnbọn fún security tó jẹ́ sójà, wọ́n ò dẹ̀ yìnbọn fún babaláwo àti wòlíì tó gbé wá. So what led to the shooting of the mother of Adogan, which we saw, because Adogan was not shooting back at them. So it was a real murder case. Sherry Interansoi, 50 years down the line, this will still be reviewed 40 years down the line, 10 years down the line, it does not matter how long. Kódà táwọn èèyàn tó bá wà involved, Afunaya will still be, Sherry Baba tó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, oh my God, whether they like it or not, every single person involved will still be charged, even in their old age, because Nigeria will eventually break and we will request them to be brought back into a new territory for them to be charged for crime against humanity. Igboho should have been given that opportunity to present himself and say, okay, ẹ wá mú mi ní, ẹ máa mú mi lọ. Ṣebí Abuja lè fẹ́ mú mi lọ, ẹ máa mú mi lọ now. But what led to the shooting? Kí ló lè fà pé àwọn security operative tó wá ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí shoot inú ilé is because the real agenda was to kill. Afunaya ò mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti damage inú ilé tó pọ̀ tó yẹn. Afunaya ò mọ̀ pé ìyàn tó pa yẹn evidence ni, because the expectation was àwọn tó pa yẹn gangan kan ni mission. Igboho was the real reason why they went to the house. Igboho gangan ló fẹ́ pa sínú ilé. So what then could have led to a kind of physical confrontation between the security outfit and Igboho in his residence? I mean, this is let's remind you that this is a private residence, not a military depot. Even if they are saying that they have evidence, does that mean that the evidence means that Igboho should not be given opportunity to present himself? But we know that the mission of the Northerners, the mission of the Southerners, the mission of those within the caucus was to kill him and remove him from the picture of what he was agitating for, which is the right to self-determination. So we are asking the question now, why is still the embargo on Igboho 2 years moving forward? Kí ló dé tí embargo ṣì wà lórí ẹ̀? Is because they are still not ready to let him move. So one more way, even if they lift the embargo, Igboho is still there, he's talking. Benin Republic have not restricted him from voicing out and supporting the Yoruba nation. Let's give an example. Tó bá yẹ pé àwọn tí wọ́n ní làákàyè tó máa ní Igboho is restricted, gbogbo tó sọ nínú Benin yẹn kò ní lè sọ, because Benin máa fún ní option pé tó bá máa gbé nínú ìlú wa ó tún nílé máa pariwo Yoruba nation, nítorí ẹ̀ ní government ṣe fẹ́ pa in the first place. But because Benin Republic is a country that respects the rule of law, they also respect the international law that binds them, because presently Igboho was seeking refuge or humanitarian assistance or whatever you can call it. It does not matter how you want to call it. But it was, most importantly, he was running for his dear life, which this present government, Bola Tinubu, also had to run away when his life was in danger. Bola Tinubu ti sọ fún wa ọ̀nà wo lòun gbà tóun fi sá kúrò nígbà tí wọ́n fi pa, t'Abacha fi pa. But we know that Bola Tinubu ended up in London for a very long time until Abacha died, before he was able to return back and contested and won the seat of the governor of Lagos State. So all these, I want only Kipo Oma Boni Lenisin. It's not about Kipo Oma Boni Lenisin. The first thing they should be asking is, what warrant the DSS to keep the embargo on Igboho, even though Igboho has won his case with the DSS in Ibadan? The new government now must quickly, swiftly review this particular area, because it is the gray area that is now between the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Igboho. So, ni UK ni biba ani UK government versus this. So it is between Igboho and the federal government. The federal government evidence have been trashed in the court. It has been trashed because there is no evidence. All this presentation of media, we know that the media in Nigeria, Egboto Sakwe, we are always happy to call you and you answer us, because the media in Nigeria are working with the federal government, especially the previous government. They were working with the government. So definitely it is what they present to them that will be presented to Nigerians. So what they were doing was to present Igboho as a person that is not. One try to present Igboho fún Nigerians pé ṣẹ́rí bọ̀bọ̀ tẹ̀ ń rí ìgbà tá délé ẹ̀ ìta nínú ilé ẹ̀ ó fẹ́ bá wa jà ni, but Igboho did not fight back. Because tí kò bá fight back, ẹni kí DSS níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn títí di wákàtí kọ́ fún an evidence sójà kankan tó bá ṣiṣẹ́. Because in time fi mọ̀ pé attack wà ní pé, and I'll give you an example. Lẹ́ni tí mo ṣe reference ó ti di àná ní Australia àbíjẹta nísìn. There was an attack on the police. Ẹni tó attack ọlọ́pàá yẹn ní construction site wọ́n padà pa nítorí pé ó engage ọlọ́pàá after tó fún ní option pé kó disengage kò gbọ́. Ó shoot ọlọ́pàá ó pààyàn méjì. Is a worker ọmọ 24 years old ni wọ́n pa òun náà lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. But Igboho ò shoot ọlọ́pàá kò shoot sójà. So tẹ́ bá sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ wá bá nínú ilé tó dẹ̀ di pé ẹ attack ẹ̀, expectation tẹ́ ká máa rí ni pé ó yẹ kí Afunaya sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí Abuja Medical Hospital ká wá lọ wo àwọn tí Igboho ṣe léṣe nínú ilé ẹ̀ tó fi di pé wọ́n shoot òun náà padà. So ó ti di pé nísìn tó bá fẹ́ wá múyàn nínú ilé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ yìnbọn. Is it the right? Is it the normal norm? This is the question that we should be asking now. That the new government now must open this file again as quickly as possible and start talking about lifting the embargo that the DSS capped on his name, that restricted him from moving, because Igboho has traveled from different airports around the world, just like every one of us. A lot of us have traveled through different airports. As long as there's no crime or there's no reason for you not to have traveled on that airport. So anyone should have traveled just like Igboho was traveling. But what happened is that the restriction that was on his name led to his arrest in Benin Republic Airport. So let's go back again, and hear from Afunaya, who is still the spokesperson. I don't know why he's still there, but let me say this clearly. When the dissolution and the sovereignty of nations comes out, or even before that, Afunaya will still speak against the crime on Igboho outside the international law. Oshiwa, in the hope that Nigeria to unwa, let me say this. It does not matter how long it takes. Case close. Case case you close like lie. This is a case that will go forever in the history of the Yoruba people. Koda, Ashima find out Lojo Waju Titi con forensic evidence. Let me say this. Tebaro pe Baba wo ile Igboho to kon yen gan se boda wo. Already we have extracted some of the evidence that will be presented to the government of the Yoruba Lojo Waju. Imi na àwọn evidence kan lọ́wọ́ ta tọ́jú pamọ́. Torí pé a gbọ́dọ̀ gbé fún Nigeria, tá bá gbé fún wọn, wọ́n máa lọ destroy it. So whatever transpired on the 1st of July, there is good, apart from the picture that you guys are looking at, there is a good amount of evidence, and it has already been pointed now, because in Afunaya and Sote and Bonibibai, is evidence that it was the government of Nigeria, the federal government, lower attacking the woman only. They did not give him the opportunity. They did not give him the opportunity to present himself to the DSS that came. They did not give him the opportunity. But rather, what they did was they gave Gumi opportunity to present himself to the DSS office. Gumi presented himself to the DSS office and he was let go. Gumi is still operating in Nigeria. He's still moving around. And we all know that Gumi sat with the terrorists in Nigeria. And what Gumi Bashi meeting, Lumba negotiate. And all these is happening in Nigeria. So let's come back again to what Afunaya said.
Or your state. In the early hours, about 10:34 hours to be precise.
Okay, he lied there. He said 10:34 hours. He lied. We know that they were there before that timing. Evidence also points that the DSS, the security agency, the mercenaries, the Navy, they were already in Igboho's house from 12 midnight. There were already evidence of people moving around. But the message don't give around 1:34 a.m. The question is, that 1:34 a.m., let's agree that the federal government has the power to visit anybody's house anytime, any day. But the question is, was evidence shown when they got there that Awanio Igboho Sokale, I need Latimu Elos Abuja? Let's hear from him again. A very good evening and welcome to this transmission as we continue to highlight what took place 2 years ago at the residence of Igboho that led Ele Gongon Lo stop Igboho from travel, which is why I am going back to the 1st of July.
4 hours to be precise. Today, 1st July 2021, a joint team of security operatives raided the residence of Sunday Adeniyi Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho Ashoka.
Ashoka, Ashoka. Let me say this. Only raided. Let's go and look at the English dictionary of the word raided. Let me quickly look at it from here. What is the English dictionary? So, Biaka go far, raided. Kini meaning it? Raid, R-A-I-D. Conduct a raid on officer raided 30 homes yesterday. Does it mean that officers should also raid a house and kill people in that house? People that are not confronting them, people that are not fighting back, because no evidence pointed out Igboho was fighting back. The DSS cannot confirm that. But Igboho confront and she exchange firepower. Even if he says so, we know it's a lie. So let me now break it down quickly. The past participle is raided in Totishele. Raided after Totishele. What does it mean to raid or raided? According to, or what does it mean to raid a house mean? If the police raid a building, they enter it suddenly and by force in order to look for dangerous criminals. This is what they are putting Igboho under. But is a criminal. This is why, they are using those terminology, because what they are saying is that our already criminal, and that is the reason why we went with every security, because we are scared that Igboho might fight back. In order to look for dangerous criminals or for evidence of something illegal, which the DSS was able to present that but we know that if they have killed him, just as the Nigerian government have killed many Nigerians, and they will falsely put arms in front of them and say the reason why we killed them is because they were fighting back. But could see any evidence that they took journalists to any hospital. As of today, Afunaya did not take any journalists to any hospital and say, look at this guy. Igboho shot this guy and that is why we shot the people that we killed in his house. But they lied all the time. So let's go back again to the video.
Shoka, Ibadan, Oyo State. This was based on intelligence that he has stockpiled arms in the place.
Okay. This was based that Igboho has stockpiled arms in Kongun in his house. So that means that they have to go fully engaged. Normally that would have been the norm if somebody is stockpiling arms. So that means we work board or law because we are. But we are asking this question again. If they have killed him, would all this evidence be portrayed out, or would they change the story? Because what you're listening to now is the story that it took them hours. Afunaya did not come out until late in the evening, going to almost 10 o'clock, after Igboho spoke that he was alive at 6 o'clock. Because they thought he died and it was the cat, Ologbo Togbelo. So they were waiting for somebody like me to come out and say Igboho is dead. They were waiting for us. Because okay, you attacked the house, Lati Oru, according to him. The evidence says that you were there at 1:34 a.m. And it took you up to late in the evening, almost 10 o'clock, because Lati ìgbà táwọn ti exit inú ilé yẹn tí wọ́n mọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Igboho mọ́, whether he died or not. But evidence found ni pé ó kú anyway. Igboho ló ṣe wá jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé òun ò kú o, I am alive. That was about 6 o'clock. That shows that the DSS was monitoring what I was saying during my program, Nijono Long, 2 years ago. The expectation was that I was going to come out and say, a sad news, we lost Igboho. I didn't say that. So they were confused. So confusion ti dé Abuja láti àárọ̀ ọ̀sán ìgbà tó dìrọ̀lẹ́, kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣé Igboho ti kú ni? Ṣé kò kú ni? They couldn't come out. Nígbà tó wá push BBC Pidgin pé ó yẹ kéyìn lè mọ nọ́mbà àwọn tí Igboho máa ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ náà. And one thing led to something. BBC Pidgin managed to get through to Igboho. Just as we saw similar situation nígbà tí wọ́n mú MK Abiola, ẹ̀wọ̀n pé BBC ló bá Abiola sọ̀rọ̀. Because the authenticity from the BBC guaranteed that he was alive. Even though they were expecting me to come out and say Igboho is alive, but I did not say so. But I knew, because I already have intelligence in my hand, that Igboho was, was out of the vicinity. So the question we are asking now is, why are we still putting the embargo? Because intosonipe criminal Igboho. Okay, now let's argue, from the law. DSS okay, criminal. I'm now forwarding it a little bit further. We have agreed that it's a criminal. Criminal Igboho. Let's agree that is what the DSS is saying. It's a criminal. But the same DSS could not prove that in Benin Republic. The same DSS don't suffer agbaye, because the DSS is a security agency that other countries is also looking up to, whether in partnership. Remember that all these countries around the world, they're partners. They have different partnership with our security agency, for different crimes and different reasons. So they must present something to tell the world that that was what they were presenting at first. But something now changed. The first test to affect Ijoba The first thing tó kọ́kọ́ ní problem pẹ̀lú DSS ni pé they could not, there's, this thing just keep moving like yo-yo. All right, let's see if it stands there. Yeah. The first thing tó kọ́kọ́ affect DSS, màá sọ fún yín, ibi tó ti kọ́kọ́ rí àgbákò tó rí ni pé ṣe mọ̀ páwọn ti jáde, wọ́n ti present Ìgbòho síta pé criminal ni, inú wọn ti ń dùn, yes, criminal ni Ìgbòho, anyway tẹ́ bá ti rí, make sure pé mú mọ́lẹ̀ torí pé criminal ni, nítorí pé a ti lọ wá English dictionary raid ní pé àwọn tó ń ṣe drug criminal activities, so wọ́n lè lọ sínú ilé yẹn with force is a normal norm. Now ẹ jẹ́ ká wá fast forward 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 19 days after olóyè bá surface ní Benin Republic, ó dé airport, ó fẹ́ check-in, ó fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìn àjò, máa lọ sí Germany, ó ní right, ó ní document, kódà àwọn kan ní fake document ló gbé dání sọ́wọ́, gbogbo yẹn Benin ní no, in táwọn bá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ legitimate document ni. Dọ́là àwọn kan sì tún béèrè pé but àwọn rí pálí Ìgbòho lọ́wọ́ DSS, ìyẹn is another conversation, for another time, which is not for today. So gbogbo yẹn ó kọ́kọ́ fún DSS ní confusion pé ìgbà tá a dénú ilé Ìgbòho a jí owó, but sọ síta pé a jí owó, a jí góòlù, sọ síta pé a jí góòlù, a jí necklace. We are talking about trinket of boxes tí Ìgbòho ń fi gbogbo jewelry ẹ̀ sí, ní diamond, ní gold, ní wristwatch, wọ́n kó gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ, àwọn olórí burúkú tó wọlé yẹn wọ́n present yẹn sí ojú àmọ̀ràn àwọn media. Ìtàn present ni pé ìgbà táwọn dénú ilé ẹ̀, a rí pump rifle, a rí AK-49, a rí AKDs, a rí bullet tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Ẹ lọ wo picture yẹn again, ẹ lè rí picture pé a bá owó nínú ilé Ìgbòho. Millions of naira was removed. I'm not talking about 10 million. Millions of naira was removed from his house. Also, pound sterling, dollar. Everybody can say, everybody knows that the operation in Nigeria means that Igboho is a businessman. And as a businessman, he must have been paid certain amount of money that will be going to the bank a day before. It's something you can ask. But tí ẹni tó wá sanwó ọjà fún Ìgbòho torí pé ó ń ta mọ́tò olókòwò ni, so tó bá gbé owó wá sínú ilé fún, ṣèbó yẹ kó lọ bounce owó yẹn kó lọ pay ní ìjọ Friday, which is the next working day, torí pé kò ń ṣe weekend lọ́wọ́. Ẹ bèèrè lọ́wọ́ DSS pé gbogbo owó tí wọ́n bá nínú ilé Ìgbòho, owó tó bá yẹn ní dọ́là ni, ní pounds ni, ní euro ni, ní góòlù ni, ní diamond ni, níbo làwọn yẹn wà nísìn? Where is it? Ìyẹn kọ́ ni mo fẹ́ lò. Monica, fast forward. Ṣé mọ̀ pé DSS presented Igboho as a criminal? Let's argue for that. Okay, Igboho is a criminal. But nígbà tí Igboho wá fẹ́ lọ sí Germany, ó ra ticket, òun àti ìyàwó ẹ̀, wọ́n dé airport. Nígbà tó ṣẹ́ẹ̀kì gbogbo ẹrù wọlé, ẹrù lọ, ó di pé ó débi tí immigration máa gbé yẹ̀wò. Now immigration wa realize pé arákùnrin ní sùúrù, orúkọ ẹ̀ ń point out jáde pé a gbọ́dọ̀ dẹ dúró sí bíbá for now kí a fi ṣe further enquiries, nítorí pé nǹkan kan ti pull out nínú orúkọ ẹ̀, which is the embargo tí DSS circulate sí African countries pé ibi tẹ́ bá ti rí criminal yìí, ẹ má jẹ́ kó gba airport yín kọjá o, torí tó bá gba airport yín kọjá, relationship àwa àti Nàìjíríà ó máa ní a bit of mẹ́hẹ. because there's a diplomatic tie between Nigeria and all African countries. Ìyẹn ló ṣe ń pè wọ́n ní African Union. Ìyẹn ló ṣe ń pè wọ́n ní ECOWAS country. So it is only one message ní government in Nigeria pull out. One message tó pull out ìyẹn gangan òun ló dá Ìgbòho dúró sí Benin. Nígbà tí gbogbo awuyewuye ẹ fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀, wọn ò mọ bí Ìgbòho ṣe disappear. Ó tún rà pọ̀ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. But the wife was there. Now, they were surprised because, you know, they couldn't know what they were going to do anymore. Ìgbòho wá tún wá padà sí airport fún rẹ̀. Pé in tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ibi tó bá le láti ń bá ọmọkùnrin. Ìyàwó tó bímọ fóun, òun á wá filẹ̀ sínú airport. Òun á wá náà òun kúrò nínú airport. Ìgbòho went back into the airport again. And there, because Benin doesn't need to go to Nigeria to tell them that they pick Igboho. All they needed to do was call the embassy in Benin Republic. Talowal Embassy, Buratai. It does not matter whether it's Buratai or not. It could be anybody. That is the first normal norm. What we call one relationship, especially when it comes to even when they pay DSS direct. But the call was made. Wait, orúkọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ń wáyàn yẹn. Orúkọ yẹn fi gba bíbẹ̀ kọjá. VSS was shocked. Màá sọ fún yín bó ṣe wà shocked because they didn't know how Igboho was going to travel. He needs a document. Document Igboho, according to them, ó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn. So báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ jáde? Because in the video that you have watched 2 years ago, there is evidence that they display Igboho passport. Everybody saw it. So the DSS was thinking, maybe kan ṣe Igboho bóyá Koiki ló fẹ́ forúkọ Igboho jáde. I mean, I'm just, you know, exaggerating on this. So the first thing the DSS would have told the Benin Republic is that whoever that person is, ẹ má jẹ́ kó lọ o, ẹ make sure pé ẹ anchor pẹ̀, ẹ demo, ẹ sure pé Igboho lẹ mú. Àwọn èèyàn ní Igboho ni, ẹ mọ̀ pé, you know, this is now between, we are talking about ọwọ́ alẹ́ lélẹ̀. So for even tó bá mú Igboho originally, wọ́n sì lè lọ test the blood ẹ̀ pé ṣé Igboho gangan lélẹ̀, because anybody could have disguised as Igboho. So eventually the DSS told them pé ẹni tẹ́ ní ẹ mú yẹn, bàbá criminal gidi ni, tẹ́ ẹ bá sọmọlẹ̀ mọ́ shame. Nígbà táwa wọnú ilé ẹ̀ ká fẹ́ lọ pa wọ ọ̀sán yẹn o, wọ́n kàn nígbà táwa wọnú ilé ẹ̀ ká lọ rédí ilé ẹ̀ as a criminal, ó yọ ọmọ wa lọ́wọ́ ni o. Over 500 soldiers, mo bó ṣe rápá mọ́lá, bí ó de ṣíṣí ni, bí ó de ológbò ni, aṣáàkọ̀mọ̀ pé ó rápálá, bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe mú yẹn, ẹ bá wa dé mọ́lẹ̀ dáadáa. Torí pé DSS ò ráyè mú Ìgbòho báyìí. Nígbà tó wọnú ilé, the only thing tó rí ni pé Ìgbòho sọ̀rọ̀ látojú window, wọ́n dẹ̀ fire ìbọn wá síbẹ̀ yẹn. So the question now is, why is this embargo still on Igboho? Màá sọ reason tí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ remove embargo yẹn in just about few minutes. Mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Let me now tell you, I got a call. Nígbà tí gbogbo kíní Benin ṣẹlẹ̀ ní airport, chief called me. I told him certain things. He didn't listen. He just said to me, kí má worry, everything ma wà okay. Mo ní èmi ò nílé túbọ̀ kankan mọ́ torí pé èmi ti wà just about an hour láti lọ board the plane mi níbi tèmi tí mo ti ṣe transfer láti máa padà bọ̀ sí London, because we left together but his own flight was in the evening. If not, tó bá yẹ pé àjọ wà airport ni, I would not have allowed him to have traveled, to have returned back to the airport. Tó bá yẹ pé mi dúró, tó yẹ pé àwọn làwọn kọ́kọ́ máa fly tí gbogbo wàhálà yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀, I would have told him no, èmi á dúró tí ìyàwó wọn, èyí tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ kọ́ kúkú mímì náà mọ́ pẹ̀lú ìyàwó wọn kájọ máa lọ sí prison Benin Republic. That would have been the situation. But one thing always leads to something, which is Ọlọ́run fi àyọpẹ́ sílẹ̀. After that, wọ́n gbé helicopter dìde láti Abuja. Anytime mú yẹn confirm ni, nígbà tó ti send the picture pé Ìgbòho ta ti wá láti 20 days tá a mọ ibi tó wà, tí a fẹ́ lọ sínú ilé ẹ̀, tá a lọ rédí inú ilé ẹ̀, tá a rí mú confirmation pé Ìgbòho yẹn, pé wọ́n rí picture yẹn, wọ́n gbé helicopter jáde láti Abuja. pé kí helicopter yẹn jáde ní moment yẹn kó lọ how many hours helicopter fi gbé láti Abuja sí Benin Republic nígbà tó ṣe pé ó lọ sí Europe. Baba Akintoye is a great leader. I'll say it again. Professor Adebanji Akintoye ó yẹ kí a máa bọ bàbá yẹn ni. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ti wà on board. I couldn't eat on the fly because I knew what would happen by the time I land. Aircraft ni mo ra internet tí mo fi gbọ́ pé breaking news pé wọ́n ti announce gbogbo àgbáyé pé wọ́n ti mú Ìgbòho ní Benin. So nígbà tí mo land, I'm not going to go into my own situation nígbà tí mi dé London padà. But later on, during conversation, after, atẹ́gùn ti fẹ́ sílẹ̀, ẹ mọ̀ pé èmi mọ̀ pé ìtọ́ ti lè mú Ìgbòho mọ́lẹ̀ yẹn problem máa ṣẹlẹ̀. But my thinking was, ṣé Ìgbòho máa dé Abuja kò ní dé Abuja, nobody knows. But nígbà tí mo gbọ́ information later, and don't ask me from where, Baba Akintoye is a great leader. Baba ló stop pé kí helicopter yẹn kò gbọdọ̀ land sí Benin. Helicopter yẹn kò land sí airport Benin torí pé Baba Akintoye ni. In tá à ń sọ ìkọlà máa sọ nísìn. In tí à ń sọ òun kọ́ la máa sọ nísìn. Nǹkan àmì làkàn máa sọ ní 2 years torí Nnamdi Kanu ṣì wà ń bẹ̀ nísìn ọdún méjì wọ́n ti gbà jáde. In tá Ìgbòho bá wà bí á pẹ̀lú Nnamdi Kanu wọ́n á fi wọ́n sẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ wọ́n máa bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀. But Baba Akintoye is a great leader. Baba Akintoye got the call that problem ti wà ní airport Benin Republic. Pé Ìgbòho fẹ́ jáde wọ́n ti mú sí Benin airport. I won't give you all the other details, but a call to call was made and airport yẹn wọ́n jẹ́ kí aircraft yẹn kó land ìyẹn helicopter yẹn. Baba Akintoye ló initiated jáde. And that's why I said he's a great leader to reckon with. He made that call. And that is why sometimes for those that talk against him, for those that abuse him, he will never respond to you all. Baba ò ní bú yín rárá torí pé as far as Baba is concerned, mọ̀ tẹ́ ń ṣe ni. Baba ò ní ever bú anybody. But Baba saved the day. It would have been a different thing entirely. That is on that. Nígbà tí helicopter yẹn ráyè land ó padà. Ó wá di the following day. I got a video call from Igboho ní the second day yẹn. I still have the screenshot, which is not for public consumption. Igboho called me from the video call. Mo wá wonder lẹ́ni nísìn pé ojú ti DSS tó pé Igboho ní criminal because they couldn't defend that criminality lórí Igboho ní Benin Republic court. Ibi tí mo fi lò gangan nìyẹn. Ibi tí a ti kọ́kọ́ rí the test of ìtọ́npè ní international law ló ṣiṣẹ́. Nítorí pé Benin ò kì í ṣe Nàìjíríà. Benin bó ṣe kéré tó bẹ́ṣẹ́ ni bó ṣe kéré tó yẹ is a country of its own. Benin Republic bó ṣe rọra kéré tó yẹn is a country of its own tó nófin tiẹ̀ náà tó tún connect with international law níbi tá àṣírí DSS ti kọ́kọ́ tú nìyẹn. And this is why they must release that embargo on Dr. Chief Sunday Igboho torí pé that was crushed gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ pé criminal ní táwọn fi lọ rédí ilé ẹ̀ tí wọ́n present fún Benin ní òun ò bá gbọ́ onírọ́ ni Benin nírọ́ ni Benin ní lótìtọ́ àwọn láti check ẹran tí gbà wọ́n ní wọ́n kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ mọ̀ ìgbà wo ni Ìgbòho ti dé Benin Republic gbogbo yẹn is not for public consumption èmi mọ̀ bí ìrìn àjò yẹn ṣe jẹ́ but it's not for public consumption. Ibo ló gbà wọlé sí Benin. Number one, ìgbà wo ni Benin àti Nàìjíríà di ọ̀tá gbogbo yín kọ́ lẹ̀ lọ Benin. No, ṣé tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ lọ Benin ṣé òun dágbére fún Benin pé òun bọ̀. Benin and Nigeria has a visa free but Nigeria government nítorí pé wọ́n ti present Ìgbòho fáwọn àgbáyé pé criminal ni so Benin kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ lo tactics pé ọ̀nà wo Ìgbòho gbà wọlé báwo ló ṣe wọlé tó fi jẹ́ pé ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ló fẹ́ gbà jáde nítorí pé wọ́n tí kọ́kọ́ ní fact níwájú wọn pé arákùnrin tí Nàìjíríà ń sọ Nàìjíríà ń ṣe ìlú tó máa gbọ́ràn sí is a lie Afunaya was lying ẹjẹ́ àgbọ̀n tá Afunaya sọ again kí n tó wá padà sí Benin yẹn but ẹ ti kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ pé the first test tí a kọ́kọ́ rí mú pé international law test or diplomacy or diplomatic test òun ni láàrin Nigeria àti Benin Republic because Nigerian government fẹ́ fi agbára pé Benin fún wa ká máa gbé lọ Benin ní lóòótọ́ neighbor ni wá ọ̀rẹ́ ni wá ẹ̀ ń supply iná fún wa but òfin àgbáyé kò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ìtòfin àgbáyé sọ ni pé bó bá jẹ́ criminal ni ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé court náà ẹ̀yin gbé lọ́ọ̀yà tí yín jáde ẹ gbé àwọn èèyàn wá ẹ wá present ẹ̀ fún wa ní Benin Republic court kájọ gbé yẹ̀wò tá a bá wá gbé yẹ̀wò àwọn adájọ́ jókòó wá vẹ́tẹ̀ wá gbé yẹ̀wò wá wò lọ́tún wá wò lọ́sì nígbà tó wo gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n realize pé irọ́ ni DSS ń pa. They realize that is a lie. That DSS ló kàn fabricate ibi tí mo tún fẹ́ padà sí July 1st ẹja gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí lọ́dọ̀ Afunaya.
He has stockpiled arms in the place. On approach to the residence, the team came under heavy gun attack by 9 men.
Only on approach sílé Ìgbòho àwọn tíìmù Ìgbòho wọ́n yìnbọn fún wọn. But this was not accepted in the court of law in Benin Republic. This was not accepted because they knew that it's a lie. It's a lie. Afunaya ní nígbà tí wọ́n approach ilé Ìgbòho wọ́n yìnbọn fún wọn làwọn náà ṣe yìnbọn padà lọ́gọ̀jọ́ òru. Federal government of Nigeria lied. Let's listen more to Afunaya. We are reviewing back 2 years today as we continue to appreciate the great leader of our time and the great hero of our history that we will remember today, tomorrow, and the next generation will never forget what transpired on the 1st of July that led to what transpired on the 19 days after in Benin Republic when Igboho was stopped.
And suspected to be Igboho's guards. 6 of them were armed with AK-47 gun and 3 others with pump-action rifles. In the course of exchange, 2 of Igboho's armed men were gunned down, while the rest...
All right. I don't want to be talking too much on how Adogon died, because Adogon has children and they will probably will video it, whether Lenia Vitoba Dagba. So I am very, very careful when it comes to talking about Adogon and Alhaji Fatai. But at the appropriate time, when we are in the right place and the right time, at the right situation, we will produce in the court of law, not like this. But transmitted live news, I don't know how the federal government killed the two of them. Whether I have some video, not video of Adogon as we didn't see the body, but Comrade Shola Koboroku kept a particular video that is in my possession. And when you play back Nibiti Adogon wa, whether even Adogon had any weapon with him as at the time, there was a exchange, exchange me pe wọ́n jọ yìnbọn fúnra wọn. But níbi tí wọ́n pa Adogon sínú ilé, the question is, was there any weapon even in that particular room? There was none. So again, gbogbo ta Funaya sọ yìí, wọ́n fẹ́ present àbí wọ́n tẹ̀ present ní Benin Republic, Benin ni wọ́n gbàgbọ́, because we challenge them. We really challenge the federal government. Monto transpire between the federal government and Benin Republic. What transpired there is the first test of case between IGBOHO and the government outside outside the jurisdiction of Nigeria. When Nigeria they cook anything, only fabricated, which is what they've done. But fabrication here could they sale ní Benin Republic. What fabricate oríṣiríṣi nǹkan lé Ìgbòho lẹ́sẹ̀. Number one, tẹ́ bá gbọ́ pé wọ́n lọ raid ibìkan, criminal lọ́lọ́ raid, olè lọ́lọ́ raid, drug cartel lọ́lọ́ raid, gbogbo tí wọ́n classify Ìgbòho sí nìyẹn. Wọ́n wá ní there was an exchange of gun. Ìyẹn ló fi di pé àwọn pààyàn méjì. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Alhaji Fatai yẹn, ṣé mọ̀ pé kò tẹ̀ mọ́ bá ṣe operate ìbọn débi pé ó fẹ́ gbìbọn dání. Evidence shows that he was not even anywhere near gone. Àlùalá ni bàbá yẹn ṣe, ó wà in the prayer process ni wọ́n pa sí. So níbo ni Afunaya ti wá rí Alhaji Fatai tó ń yìnbọn fún DSS ẹni wọnú lé ẹ̀yìn wèrè wọ́n wá yìnbọn padà fún. He was gone dead while he was praying. That was how he died. But yeah, Adogon, I will leave that for now. But they couldn't prove this in Benin Republic. So the only thing that Benin could do as a country after Bobo back to back was like, okay, just because we are good neighbors, what we can do is let's hold him here on your behalf. For now, the question is, Benin Kolonda Igboho dúró sí Benin. Nigerian government ló sì fi embargo lé lórí tí kò jẹ́ kí Igboho lè travel jáde. So gbogbo àwọn tó wá ní kí Igboho máa padà bọ̀ ní Nigeria, okay, tó bá padà wá sí Nigeria, ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé embargo wà lórí ẹ̀ ni? Embargo, alright, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ embargo, ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ kó wá sí Nigeria. I think some people don't even understand how things work in life. Èèyàn tó ń travel nínú oṣù kan, ó ń lọ bí ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì àbẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta, á ṣàlọ́ kí family ẹ̀, ẹ̀yin wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé kó wá sí Nigeria. What's he doing? What's she doing? Oh, please, keep her away now. Ọmọ kékeré ó ti ń gun báńkónì. Ọmọ kékeré ọmọ danger. Ọdẹ filẹ̀ ẹni wọ́n ti sáré lọ gbé. So ní parí ọ̀rọ̀ ilé mi, but mo kàn fẹ́ gbé yín padà sí 2 years ago that the first case between Nigeria and Benin Republic, Benin rí gbogbo àṣírí yẹn pé elephant irọ́ ló ń pa, arákùnrin ò ṣe criminal, but ó yé wa o, arákùnrin tí ẹ portray fún wa yìí kò kí ń ṣe ẹlẹ́wọ̀n o, arákùnrin tí ẹ present fún wa yìí kò kí ń ṣe ẹni tó fẹ́ dàlúrú o, ajìjàngbara ni o, philanthropist ni o, ó ń ṣe business ni o, accounted èyí tó kéré jù nínú account tó ní ní Nàìjíríà 125 million naira ló ń bẹ níbẹ̀, owó yẹn dẹ̀ ti wà ń bẹ̀ for 10 years tí gbowó fọwọ́kùn. Gbogbo accounted tó tì ní Nàìjíríà lénìí, ẹyọ kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú account yẹn èyí tó kéré jù nínú owó tó ń bẹ nínú account yẹn is 125 million naira. Kò ń ṣe pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ kó síbẹ̀ bí wọ́n tó ṣe fẹ́ gba student visa, ó mọ̀ ẹ́ ó yé mi àti wọ́ tó bá ti fẹ́ gba student visa wàá kọ́kọ́ lọ tọ́jú owó yẹn sínú bẹ̀ láti fi present ìpolówó yẹn, ìyẹn ń ṣètọrọ ìgbowó. ṣé o mọ̀ pé gbòwó lè fún ẹ ní bank statement ẹ kó lọ fi gba visa lẹ́niwẹ̀ torí pé businessman ni, onílé iṣẹ́ o, ó employ àwọn èèyàn, kò ń ṣe tí wọ́n ń pè ó ìtọ́torí ẹ̀ wá bọ́ sínú ilé ẹ̀ tí wọ́n present fún gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà, àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó accept that narrative which they bought it nítorí pé wọ́n fẹ́ defend the irọ́ tí former governor or deputy governor rather Ojikutu tó sì sọ láàárọ̀ yìí nínú paper pé Nigeria is full of lies. Irọ́ yẹn náà ni àwọn Nigerians wọ́n buy lára DSS nítorí pé àwọn kan fẹ́ jẹ́ kó dìbò 2023. So now ẹ ti wá dìbò 2023 tán nísìnyí, kí lẹ wá ń sunkún fún báyìí? Ṣé criminal ni Ìgbòho tó fẹ́ da Nàìjíríà rú? Nàìjíríà ti ń dàrú nísìnyí o, kò tí dàrú lọ́jọ́ ẹ̀, owó ti di 1,100 naira àsàtẹ̀ní. Fìlà káyèsí ìwọ tó sọ̀rọ̀ ní 2 years ago pé Ìgbòho ló fẹ́ da Nàìjíríà rú kó má bàa rí gbòdì. Ṣó mọ̀ pé dìbò kò síyàn kankan tó stop yín àfi àwọn ọmọ Peter Obi tó fẹ́ stop yín àtàtìkù, ìyẹn lẹ sì ṣe ń lọ sí court. In tí Wọlé Ọlánipẹ̀kún dẹ̀ sọ ni pé tó bá yọ Tinubu anarchy máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. Sórí pé kò ń ṣe Ìgbòho mọ́ nísìn, sórí pé evidence rọ́tọ́ pamọ́ nínú ilé ẹ̀, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ wá lift embargo yẹn kó lè wá lè jáde láti Benin kó lè máa travel lọ síbi tó fẹ́ lọ tẹ́lẹ̀. Torí ibi tó fẹ́ lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn, ibẹ̀ yẹn ṣì ń dúró dè resident, ó ní permit láti wọbẹ̀, ó ní visa láti lọ sí so many countries ní gbogbo àgbáyé níbi tó bá wùn sí. Ó ṣe wá jẹ́ Nàìjíríà lẹ́ ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ pé kó padà sí, nígbà téèyàn ní ọmọ nílùú òyìnbó ẹ wá ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ pé kó padà wá sí Nàìjíríà. Ó ṣe jẹ́ Nàìjíríà lẹ́ ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ sí, òun kọ́ ló fẹ́ da Nàìjíríà rú náà. Criminal tó pé nísìnyí, a ti rí criminal báyìí o nínú Nàìjíríà o, a ti rí àwọn tó ń gbépo ní vessel by vessel ní Ìlàjẹ Londo State níbi tí Ìgbòho sọ pé yà ń jẹ yín o. Wọ́n ní sefa ó ti di 1,330 ìyẹn owó yìí. So ìbéèrè tí mò ń bí wọ tí o wà against Ìgbòho ní 2 years ago nítorí pé DSS present Ìgbòho as a criminal fún ẹ, ṣé o ṣì buy that narrative? Mo ń bí ẹni o, mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ, mo kí àwọn ìyàwó mi, mo lè kí àwọn ọmọ mi. Mo ń béèrè lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ṣé ìwọ tí wọ́n present Ìgbòho fún ní 2 years ago pé criminal ni, are you still buying that, or you have changed your mind, or you just don't like him torí pé n tó ń ṣe ìwọ ò lè ṣe, n tó ń ṣe ó ń bí ẹnu pé olówó ni ó ṣe lè máa ṣerú wàhálà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn torí pé tí wọ́n bá nírú owó bẹ́ẹ̀ ìwọ ò ní ṣerú kan bẹ́ẹ̀. So ìyẹn mo ṣe láti wá tún clear the air pé the first case ta kọ́kọ́ win ní Benin against the federal government was the most important test to prove to Nigerians that Igboho tí wọ́n present fún wa as a criminal, Igboho tí federal government of former sadist Buhari, Igboho tí ó present fún wa as olè, as apàyàn, as ẹni tó fẹ́ da Nàìjíríà rú. Now mò ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ìwọ tó ń gbọ́ mi ní àṣálẹ́ yìí ní èní 21st tí à ń review in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bàbá wa olóyè Dr. Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho nínú ilé ẹ̀ nígbà tí federal government wọnú bẹ̀ tí wọ́n fẹ́ pa. Mo gbà pé o fẹ́ ràn Ìgbòho, mo gbà pé in tó ń ṣe ó ń bí ẹnu nítorí pé nígbà yẹn ọkàn tiẹ̀ ni pé ìwọ máa dìbò fún APC, ìwọ máa dìbò fún PDP, ìwọ máa campaign gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá fún Labour Party. Ẹ ti wá ṣe gbogbo campaign yẹn tán, ìyẹn ti wá kúrò nísìn. Now the current state of situation Nigeria, ṣé Ìgbòho náà ló tún à ń dá wàhálà yẹn sílẹ̀ báyìí? Ìyẹn ni ìbéèrè tí mo fẹ́ bi wá lálẹ́ yìí. Ìyẹn ni ìbéèrè tí mo fẹ́ mọ̀. This is the part 1 of this program. Part 2 ẹ̀ ṣì máa wáyé. Mo ti mọ̀ gbà tí màá tún present it. But remember, as I was landing in London, I knew that whatever saved Igboho on the 1st of July was going to save him as well. And on the 2nd, I knew straight away that Igboho would be free. Probably not to be able to travel as I was expecting, because Ajojoko, we talked about it. Igboho did not even want to make that journey, but that is a different conversation for another time. But we said it needed to. But ìrìn àjò ẹ̀dá láyé kò sí bí a ṣe bá ń rìn ìrìn àjò yẹn nínú movement. It could bring joy, it could bring pain, it could bring anxiety, it could also bring disappointment, it could bring disloyalty. 2 years down the line, a máa ti rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n wà disloyal sí Ìgbòho láwọn tí mo mọ̀ tán wọnú ilé ẹ̀ tí Ìgbòho ń sort out lójoojúmọ́, tí kò ń ṣàwọn tẹ́yìn tẹ́ mọ̀ rárá láwọn tí mo mọ̀ dáadáa. 2 years down the line, we have still not yet disappointed those of you that are expecting disappointment. Torí the disappointment tí mo máa ń gbọ́ ni pé kí Ìgbòho fi Yorùbá nation sílẹ̀, Koiki ló ń ti Ìgbòho. And yes, we are very, very close, apart from his wife and children, which I cannot compete with them. There's no competition between me and his children and the wives and his mother. But Igboho listen to me, and that's all I can tell you all. Ẹni tó ń gbọ́ràn sí mi lẹ́nu ni, bí mi náà ṣe ń gbọ́ràn sí wọn lẹ́nu. And I'll say it again, that loyalty with me and him, I cannot sell it for anything in this world. I'll rather suffer for that. Nítorí pé Bàbá Akíntóyè sọ̀rọ̀ kan lánàá, ó ní truth, òtítọ́ tó bá dúró tì ó lè pẹ́, but òtítọ́ yẹn tí wọ́n bá ti lè dúró tì òtítọ́ yẹn, the rest is just. So mo ń bí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó bínú sí Ìgbòho lọ́dún méjì sẹ́yìn nítorí pé ìdìbò tó ń bọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ṣe ń bínú. We understand. Nítorí pé ẹ fẹ́ vote fún APC, ẹ fẹ́ campaign fún PDP, ẹ fẹ́ campaign fún Labour Party. Ẹ máa rí gbogbo yẹn ṣe. The question this evening now is, Are you still in denial that DSS is parọ́ money? And this is why I am saying to the DSS, lágbára kọ̀kọ́ lóòótọ́, but ẹ fún Ìgbòho ní freedom embargo ẹ̀ padà. Ẹ release embargo yẹn kó lè tẹ̀síwájú, kó lè lọ kí àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀, torí pé ó lọ́mọ nílùú òyìnbó. Ó ti gbà fún Elédùmarè tó dáa, torí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìjókòó títí dòru nígbà tí mo wà nílé ẹ̀, tí mo máa sọ fún bàbá pé àwọn ọkọ̀ yìí níbi tá lè kó sí, ó ní kí ló dé Kóìkì coordinator. Bọ́ nígbà tá ti ń wá pé ọ̀nà máa wá ń gbà pọ́n táà tí mo bàtọ́ ẹ̀yàn tó bá wá Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀mí òun náà. Ó dóhùn ò bá àwọn ọkọ̀ yìí òun ò ní tẹ́lẹ̀ rí, tálákà lòun, Ọlọ́run ló fóun, Ọlọ́run bá dẹ̀ gbà lọ́wọ́ òun kọ́. Mọ́tò mi tó damage nínú ilé yẹn, pátẹ̀ kò ń ṣe ní Nàìjíríà láti lè rí, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ padà sí ìlú tí wọ́n ti rà láti lè fi order part yẹn padà wá sí Nàìjíríà. Mo tún sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, àkáǹtì tí Ìgbòho ní tó ń operate ní Nàìjíríà kó tó di pé gbogbo awuyewuye yìí ṣẹlẹ̀, èyí tó kéré jù ní owó tó wà níbẹ̀ ní 125 million naira. Owó yẹn nígbà tí wọ́n check ẹ̀, wọ́n rí pé owó yẹn ti wà nínú àkáǹtì yẹn for more than 10 years, a decade. Ó kàn add the money, ó add the money, kò yọ nínú ẹ̀. Ṣá lè sọ pé savings ẹ̀ ni, ṣá lè sọ pé owó tó ń tọ́jú fún business kan ni, àbó fẹ́ dá iléeṣẹ́ kan sílẹ̀, àbó fẹ́ kọ́ nǹkan kan. Mo tún bi gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí olóyè pé in tí federal government sọ yẹn lẹ́yìn dì mú gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rí, ṣé ẹ sì di ẹ̀rí yẹn mú àbí ẹ tún gbé yẹ̀wò nísìn pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀? Mo fẹ́ kí yẹn kó máa ró lọ́kàn gbogbo yín, torí pé in tí wọ́n present fún yín wọ́n pé gbogbo ẹ̀ka lè délẹ̀. Mo sì sọ̀rọ̀ sọ díẹ̀díẹ̀, but part 1 lélẹ̀ nínú pé kó release embargo tó wà lórí Ìgbòho. The new government tí a ṣe monitor, they have a lot of work that they will have to sort out, especially with Ìgbòho when it comes to the embargo. Afunaya must be released from office and allowed to go. But whether he goes or not, every single one of them will pay the dear price under international law for the crime against the two people, Tekpasinule Igboho. And that is something that we will never, never forget. Nítorí pé olóyè ó kọjá ẹni tí ẹ máa kọ fọwọ́ rá tẹ máa lọ. I am not talking about firepower. I am talking about from the international perspective. We will make sure that we do everything necessary to fight for justice for the two people that were killed in his house. Not just killed, they were murdered. Lower dictionary meaning murder. Well, I understand me. Oyato sipe killed. Olóyè Igboho, like I always say, remain in our heart dearly for the sacrifice that he has decided to give. He doesn't have to do it, but he just loves to do it. He loves to do it here. I listen to all them people. I don't want to, give any name here. But let me say this clearly. Igboho remain in the movement. And that is all I can tell you. I know a lot of you are trying to convince him so that he can drop the movement, so that Adura will not Ali Sheli Waluri. I know that is some of you are pushing for. Maybe for every time people say that Igboho should drop the movement, Adura will not than us. It is not about Igboho dropping the movement. It is about our representative in the Southwest sitting on the round table and discussing the way forward with the leader of the self-determination movement, that Igboho is also one of them. Rather, every one of them is more concerned. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Igboho fi Yorùbá nation yẹn sílẹ̀ kó máa padà bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà so that kó lè máa feed àwọn tó ń feed tẹ́lẹ̀, kó lè máa finá sí gbogbo 10th Street. Àdúgbò 10 ló ń connect sínú ilé Igboho. Òun ló ra gbogbo street light fún wọn. Tó bá tanná nínú ilé Igboho lálẹ́, iná yẹn máa lọ sí 10th Street títí di wákàtí ó sì ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. But ìfọ́ wà ń bẹ̀ nísìn ni pé the embargo tó wà lórí olóyè òun là ń sọ fún ìjọba pé kó lift, and that is the most important thing tí a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ní àṣálẹ́. Ẹ má bínú pé mo ní gba call, but àá fi àyè sílẹ̀ maybe the next one láti lè fi gba call. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Professor ADEBANJI AKINTOYE, the leader of the Yoruba self-determination movement. Let us not give up. It is a matter of time, whether we like it or not. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ wà nílé tí ẹ gbàgbọ́ fún movement yìí, ẹ sunkún dáadáa. I'm not going to be very ẹ sunkún. I will not get concerned. I'm talking about those of you that still believe in Nigeria. Ẹ bá kú nínú Nigeria, problem tí yín ni ẹ kò ṣe problem tí yín. Mọ́tò bá gbá yín, nǹkan kan bá ṣe yín, I care less, because orí yín ò tí pé ìlú tẹ́ ń support yẹn kò ní value fún yín rárá. The same ìlú tẹ́ ń support yẹn á deal pẹ̀lú gbogbo yín one at a time. Accident kan ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí 3rd Mainland Bridge. No medical assistant. Wọ́n ká wọn yàn sílẹ̀ bí ẹran bí màálù. Wọ́n fàtẹ́gùn sí wọn lára. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ìlú òyìnbó ni, the first thing tó máa kọ́kọ́ fi ń sí ni wọ́n fún yín oxygen, wọ́n take care yín. Ẹ máa sọ pé kò sí nǹkankan. Mẹ́wàá tí ń bọ̀, ó ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni. You will all be dealt with in this government. Inflation ní UK kàkà kó lọ sókè láti 8 point something ó já wálẹ̀ sí 7 point something. That means pé a ṣì ní freedom of 2% ní inflation. Mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ 7 point something ní inflation UK. Ṣọmọ inflation Nigeria 17% up, double digit, ọwọ́ méjì. That's what it is. Lótìtọ́ lódodo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ò tí mọ wàhálà tí ẹ wà nínú ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tí ó wà lórí ìjọba yìí. Ṣé kọ́lọ́run fún ṣe lèmi máa gbàdúrà? Ọlọ́run bá máa fún ṣe problem tí ẹ nìyẹn, torí pé òun ló kó rẹ̀ sínú wàhálà. Èmi kọ́ ni mo ní kó lọ contest fún president. I am not the government. Gbogbo pé ẹ̀ ń pe Ọlọ́run pé ó máa resolve problem yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà. Ṣé wá rẹ̀ tí ẹ ti gbàgbọ́ fún Yorùbá nation? Wọ́n ní bí ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ bá ń jìyà, olódodo máa jẹ níbẹ̀ ni. I wish I have, so that gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe Yorùbá nation nílé ká lè máa support yín lẹ́yẹ kọ̀ọ̀kan, but it is not there and we don't have that. Even the Yoruba self-determination don't have that, and this is the reason why àwọn tó kù tí wọ́n ti accept the faith in the movement, àwọn ni kò accept it, so that ká lè wá sọ fáwọn olóṣèlú wa pé àbáyé jà, àbínú sí yín, ẹ ṣe jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa jókòó padà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọlúwàbí ethos tá a máa ń sọ yẹn, ká gbé yẹ̀wò. Ṣé Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́? Ṣó wà viable fún wa? Ṣé faith wa nínú Nàìjíríà ṣó lè continue? But rather, intent sọ ni pé no, let us save Nigeria. Ariwo tẹ́ ń pa lórí social media nìyẹn, ariwo tẹ́ ń pa offline nìyẹn. Saving Nigeria is too late. Àwọn bàbá kan fẹ́ gbìyànjú ẹ̀, but unfortunately it is not working. Àwọn ìyá kan fẹ́ gbìyànjú ẹ̀, unfortunately it did not work. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ kan fẹ́ gbìyànjú ẹ̀, ẹ̀ ń gbìyànjú ẹ̀, but kò tayọ rárá. Gbogbo yín ti wá di pé ẹ lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ POS, and try ìgbìyànjú yẹn tó bá yẹ pé ẹ bá ṣe ní advanced country tẹ́ bá kọ̀ ṣe 1% mechanic nìyẹn ni hairdresser nìyẹn ni ṣọmọ ẹ táwọn èèyàn ń gbà láti fi dirun lamẹ́ríkà ẹlòmíì san tó $300 fún orí ẹyọ kan multiply ẹ̀ by orí 10 wàá realize pé owó tó máa pa kò sẹ́ni tí kò ní skills kò sẹ́ni tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè ò fún ní nǹkan kan tó lè fi pawọ́dà láì jalè. Nàìjíríà ló ń delay that dream. Tá a bá ti bọ́ kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà dream yẹn máa wáyé pẹ̀lú a lot of work just as bó ṣe build gbogbo environment tí mò ń wò yìí. Tí bá turn camera yẹn there building kan wà níbí bá is about 35-story building. A ti wà níbẹ̀ nísìn more than 20 years. Lèmi ti máa ń ìtọ́kàn ṣe ni pé wọ́n change window glass inú bíbà wọ́n á sọ di èyí tí ìtorí òtútù lọ́dọ̀ tiwa ìlú òtútù ní bíbà òtútù yẹn tó mú yìí òun ló ṣe máa sọ di double glazing. Ibi tí tọ́lẹ̀tì bá wà tí ó ti old á gbé tuntun sí á di tuntun. Àwọn létẹ̀ ń rí káàkiri ilé building yìí ó ti old pa àmọ́ ò lè mọ̀ nítorí pé ọwọ́ kúrò lára ẹ̀. Wọ́n sì wá sọ fún wa pé ilẹ̀kùnú lé gbogbo building yìí wọ́n fẹ́ pààrọ̀ ẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ sọ di fire door. Ìtàṣe ń sọ fún gbogbo wa ni pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó lúkálukú wá fi ṣe tí Ọlọ́run èlò fi àlùbáríkà sí. But àlùbáríkà tá a ní Nàìjíríà ni òun ló ń dìlé ẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn ìyá lọ́jà ẹ máa struggle. A ṣe lè ní omi tó di pé àti jẹja ó di wàhálà. Àwọn fídíò kan wà tí correspondent wa kan ti ṣe níbi tí wọ́n ti ń rí ẹ màlúù kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. Wọ́n pè mí lórí fídíò call nígbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ máa shoot àwọn fídíò yẹn. Mo wò títí àwọn màlúù yẹn they about, if I'm right, one of these they're about bí 800 kg. To fídíò yẹn I'm prepare lọ́wọ́ àti shoot fídíò yẹn ìyẹn correspondent wa níbi tó ti lọ síbi tó ti ń sin màlúù. Wàá mọ̀ pé ìyà là ń jẹ nínú Nàìjíríà. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yẹ́yìn nísìn. And we are saying to those of you that still believe in one Nigeria, Nigeria is not for you. You will die earlier than your time. According to the WHO, World Health Organization, wọ́n sọ pé kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa ju 60 years lọ nínú Nigeria. Èmi kúkú kọ́ mo sọ. That is the high mark. Your life is diminishing. Bí ṣe jókòó sí bíbá, mo bá jókòó sí bíbá títí dàárọ̀ ọ̀la, as long as ibà lè máa keep ara mi láti make sure pé mo wà torí òtútù èrí máa sọ̀kalẹ̀. But they are not in good services, and that is why they are killing you on a daily basis. In here, lójoojúmọ́ sínú Nigeria, we kill you before even the government. I am talking about the emission that is traveling with all the fake pangolo moto tó ń lọ tó ń bọ̀ tó ń release so many toxin. Lọ́kàn yín ò lè mọ̀, but I'm sure pé máa ń feel it fẹ́ni tó bá really understand torí pé Nigeria ni ó máa wọṣọ tó bá máa fi dénú lé padà tó ò bá faṣọ rẹ̀ sínú omi kó fọ̀ tó bá gbéwé oníjọ́ kejì wàá mọ̀ pé problem máa wà lára ẹ̀. Ẹ máa sọ pé Ìgbòho ni problem, ẹ máa ní Kóìkì ni problem gangan ní Nigeria, but ẹ ń parọ́ tanra yín. And on that note, I will be leaving you again and say thank you so much for those that care to listen. Those of you that care less to listen, ẹ máa wá fraud, ẹ fẹ́ defraud àwọn èèyàn níta, ẹ fẹ́ scam àwọn èèyàn níta. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe àwa improve technology ní bíbá. Nísìn tí máa fẹ́ sanwó pẹ̀lú káàdì mi, tí bá ti punch ẹ̀ sínú system, á ní kí n padà sínú apps orí phone mi láti lọ confirm ẹ̀. Gbogbo atrocity àti crime tẹ́ ń ṣe ní yahoo ó máa reduce díẹ̀díẹ̀. Ó lè má pẹ́ ní kíákíá torí pé olè làwọn tó wà níta náà, torí pé insurance ló máa sanwó padà fáwọn tí ẹ̀ ń defraud yẹn, but they are stopping your own atrocity. Gbogbo crime tẹ́ ń commit ní Nigeria fún àwọn tó wà níta ẹ fẹ́ defraud wọn. All this will stop. The pain will force you to do whatever you need to do. It is still going to be a long roller coaster. Gbogbo ariwo tí gbogbo yín ṣe ń pa lórí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ẹ má ti pariwo rárá. 8 million people voted for Tinubu. All this crime ó ti ní kẹ́ fún òun ní time ó náà máa fix in Nigeria. So kí lẹ wá pariwo fún ẹ fún ní time náà kó fix in Nigeria kí Nigeria lè work fún yín kí ẹ lè rí tí yín ṣe níbẹ̀. Tẹ́ ẹ bá dẹ̀ rí tí yín ṣe níbẹ̀ ẹ lọ sí church kẹ́ lọ ṣe night vigil kẹ́ gbàdúrà kọ́ lọ jẹ́ orí tí ẹ ṣe. Ní bọ̀bọ́ kan tó máa ń ṣe crime video lórí YouTube ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni ẹni tí wọ́n gbà sílé ní South East tó gbà pé kó bá wọn máa tọ́jú kó bá tọ́jú ẹ̀ kí ìyà má bàa jẹ́ mo rántí orúkọ bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ n lọ sí history mi kí n tó máa lọ. Crime nìkan ló máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Wọ́n ń pe bọ̀bọ́ náà ní wọ́n ń pè ní fídíò yẹn lélẹ̀ mo fi play torí pé mi kọ́ mo ní fídíò yẹn but ó lè lọ wò lórí YouTube. Wọ́n ń pe bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ní True Crime Danny. He had good subscriber about 321. Crime nìkan ló máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí. Eléyìí tí ó gbé jáde tí mo gbọ́ díẹ̀ nínú ẹ̀ ẹni tó gbà sínú ilé táwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí mú fún bí ẹ̀gbọ́n ni bí family ni mo bẹ̀ wá èmi ò lè ní pé kẹ́ má gbàyàn sílé Nàìjíríà ti kọjá ní tẹ́ ń rò. Arákùnrin yẹn ló pa sínú ilé lára pé wọ́n máa jẹun wọ̀ jẹun nítorí pé ó ń jẹ according to the headline òun lélẹ̀ bọ̀bọ̀ náà lélẹ̀ mo lè play video yẹn. Arákùnrin yẹn lecturer ni eléyìí ni lecturer bọ̀bọ̀ ẹni tó pa lélẹ̀ nígbà tí mo rí headline yẹn how a young lecturer was ended by his house help over a pot of rice and a kitchen dishes. Abọ́ tó yẹ pé mi lèmi máa ń fọ nígbà mi nínú ilé mi kí ló wà ní ìbí mo abọ́ tí mo ti fọ títí níta nínú kitchen ní kitchen porter àwọn ọmọ mi á wá lọ abọ́ kalẹ̀ ìyàwó mi ó rẹ̀ bí eyín báyìí ó ti sùn kalẹ̀ báyìí ó ti lọ látàárọ̀ ti ṣiṣẹ́ o rò pé kò ṣiṣẹ́ ni o rò pọ́nlẹ̀ làwa ni ẹ máa bú mi èmi ni ẹ̀bẹ̀ máa ní wá tọrọ owó ni no problem at least bí mo bá tẹ̀ níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó mi lọ ṣiṣẹ́ owó tó bá ní àjọ máa manage lótìtọ́ tó wáyé pé mo lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní Sky News ní BBC ó ṣe kò ṣe màmá gba £30,000 per year that's equivalent to about £2,000 every month. Mo tún lè wá lọ ra mọ́tò àbí mo rí bọ̀bọ́ kan tó gbé mi ní Uber níjẹta mo ní èlò ló ń san every week fáwọn mọ́tò ìgbàlódé pẹ̀lú insurance ó ní $250 that means pé mo lè lọ drive Uber mo ní driver license gbogbo ilé tá à ń ṣe yìí tá bá ní ká tún lọ fọwọ́ máa ṣe yẹn kò ní sí enough energy ṣé mi ti máa ti drive mọ́tò káàkiri fún hours and hours ni màá wá jókòó máa bá yín ṣe analysis eléyìí ìfẹ́ táwa ní làwa ṣe gbé dání ẹ̀yin máa bú wa ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí wa ẹ máa put allegation tẹ́ ẹ̀ ní evidence ẹlòmíì akọ́ máa forí ẹ̀ gbèpè torí pé àánú mi máa ń ṣe yín especially ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń jókòó torí ara dẹ̀ ń ta yín ni èmi dẹ̀ kọ́ mo ní kí ìyá ẹ̀ má mú ẹ sí wá London èmi mo ní kí ìyá ẹ̀ má mú ẹ sí London ní 25 years ni ìyá tèmi ti ronú sílùú olòṣì ìlú wèrè ìlú janwe ìlú tó ti ba ayé jẹ́ ìlú tó ti pa yín pot of rice ló ṣe pa odindi ọmọ ènìyàn ní 2023 lọ wo fídíò yẹn ẹ máa tanra yín jókòó sórí Instagram jókòó sórí TikTok pẹ̀lú 10 kobo MTN tó ní pẹ̀lú 2 kobo Glo tó ní kò dínrín kan lára mi ìtawà gbé dání la focus lé lórí. I don't need anybody to advise us pé àwọn kan gbọ́wọ́ ìtì gbọ́ ìtẹ̀ máa fi gbọ́ òun lélẹ̀ eléyìí wàá máa wá jẹ́ má sọ ìtókù wàá máa wá owó yìí lójoojúmọ́ wàá di àgbàlagbà wàá di ògbó tó bá wá rí gan sef kò ní value. That is the benefit of living this system. Owó ìní gbogbo wa ń wá bí wọ́n ṣe ń wá ilé èmi náà nídìí owó lèmi náà ń wá ilé àwọn tó wà ní other side of the globe àwọn ń wá ilé. Yeah, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Yeah. Ìwọ náà sọ ìbí correspondent wa nìyẹn. Ìwọ náà gbóhùn sókè, yá sọ, fẹ́nu ara ẹ sọ. Sọ ìwo lẹ́rìí tó ń rí, mo mọ̀ pé a wà lórí live program. Mo máa rẹ́rìn bẹ́ẹ̀ tí nǹkan wà ní abẹ́. Ìwọ náà sọ ètò ta kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ta lọ́pa. Kébì jẹ ṣokoléètì jẹ́ ìjà rẹ̀. Mo ní sweet teeth. Gbóhùn sókè mo gbẹ́ dáadáa.
Ó pa girlfriend ẹ̀.
Ok, ṣé ọmọ Instagram yẹn? Mo ta ok tó pa ọmọ ẹ̀rẹ̀ tó dùn yẹn.
Lóòkè ṣe àti ìyẹn ti fọ́ bàbá fún ẹ̀.
Kí ló dé tá a gbé dáadáa báyìí?
Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní kọ́sìvà nítorí ráìsì jóná. Nítorí pé ráìsì kọ́ra jóná lásán.
Torí kí ni?
Ó ti confess.
Èyí tó pa girlfriend yẹn ti confess bọ́ àmọ́ ibi tó wà ó ti sá lọ kò ní sí Nàìjíríà olówó ni náà ó lè ti wà lábroad.
Lẹ́yìn sọ ilé tó pa ọ̀gá ní last week yẹn tó pa ọ̀gá ní Anambra lecturer ẹ̀ mú oníkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn náà but eléyìí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ confess ní ṣe tẹ́ mi ìpínlẹ̀ wa.
Ok, jẹ́ ohun message to send wa.
Eléyìí jẹ́ tó bí.
Wọ́n para wọn ṣeré Nàìjíríà nísìnyí. Ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèjàre correspondent wa àwọn ọmọ dáadáa. I killed my girlfriend for burning my another story. Eléyìí ní òun pa girlfriend ẹ̀ torí pé ìrẹsì tó ń sè nínú ilé ó jóná. Ok, yẹn lọ́mọ mi sọ fún mi pé kí n lọ check. Akérédolú kọ́ lọ́ máa fún ẹ lálàáfíà o. Ẹ wò rán. Ẹ wò gómìnà yín. Àkẹ́tì. Ọlọ́ máa fa ìsàn ṣe wá. Yoríran. Ṣe rí dáadáa. Sórí Akérédolú nìyẹn. Kọ́ lọ́ máa fún lálàáfíà lèmi sọ. Ṣé rí gómìnà yín nìyẹn. Ó wà ní Germany. Ó ń tọ́jú ẹ̀. Ṣé rí. Ṣé gbogbo ilẹ̀ rí. Governor yìí nìyẹn Akérédolú wọ́n release picture Akérédolú tèmi meet ní 2000 and ó gbọ́wọ́ sókè up awo a sọ fún wọn ayé yìí we are only here for a very very limited time oríran Akérédolú nìyẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ n fẹ́ kó ju 2 hours lọ so a dẹ̀ ti wà ní almost 2 hours. So mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín. Let me àti wà ní 2 hours 4 minutes ká ti end it. Thank you so much. Tí bá ní kí n máa dárúkọ gbogbo yín pátápátá ilẹ̀ máa mọ́ sí bíbá yìí. Bọ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ó dùn. Mo bá wọn polówó òun nice gan. White chocolate ni. Mo ń gbọ́ ọmọ Luka njọ́ ni. Èèyàn mélòó ló ń ṣe kòkó mọ́ Nàìjíríà? Kòkó wo ní wẹ́rẹ́ fẹ́ rí kòkó. So mo kí àgbàlagbà mo kí ọmọdé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń fa dara wá lọ́wọ́ akínyín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bú mi náà mo kí yín ẹni mi ni mò ń tì Ìgbòho bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mi mò ń tì ó mọ̀ pé bèbí ní Ìgbòho ẹ mọ̀ pé bèbí ní Ìgbòho so ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń support wa àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń support náà tó wù yín lọ́kàn wọ̀ fún ìdíkan àbí ìdíkejì ẹni kó ìkè mọ̀ ní tí mo lè fi support ẹ advice ni mo máa fún ẹ ìmọ̀ràn ni mo máa fún ẹ gbogbo ẹ̀yin grandma tẹ̀ ń send message ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan náà send message sí mi lórí Twitter òun náà fi bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ àpé London bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ mo kí gbogbo ilé ẹ̀kan sí ẹ má yẹ kí n dárúkọ but mo kí everybody ẹ rí Akérédolú kẹ̀ ṣé picture tí mo fi wọ̀nyẹn kò wá sórí ètò ọ̀dọ́ tí yín ni mo ti post ẹ̀ anyway ẹ rí kẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ tí fi ẹjọ́ ṣóyin lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló máa release picture I don't know Akérédolú nìyẹn náà ok ẹjẹ mú fóònù eléyìí kúrò níbí báyìí wọ́n ní wọ́ọ̀rí Akérédolú nìyẹn náà ìbọn wọn gbé wá síwájú kámẹ́rà yìí ẹ̀rí pé ó ti slim gan kọ́lọ̀ fún lálàáfíà Akérédolú nìyẹn. So àwọn gbàdúrà fún yàn kankan pé kó kú ọmọ Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe yẹn kò sí bí a ṣe lè bínú síra wa tó a gbọ́dọ̀ roku sírú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀. So ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá alálùbáríkà tẹ́ ń bẹ nílé ẹni bá fẹ́ wá ràn wá lọ́wọ́ pé Kóìkì ẹ jẹ́ mú mi mo ní ìdẹ̀. pé mo fẹ́ fún ẹ ní nǹkan àmọ́ mo mọ bí ṣe máa fún ẹ voluntary kò ń ṣòwò Yorùbá Nation details yẹn ó wà lórí website wa àbí tẹ́ bá kàn sí wa àfiránṣẹ́ sí yín and like I said media is very very expensive it's not a joke èèyàn kan ní kí wọ́n á fún òun ní chocolate tí bá wọ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé wà láì ohun mi àwọn ọmọ mi tó bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ kan níta ọ̀gájọ́ rẹ̀ máa sẹ́ni lè sí wa báyìí ohun mi Ọlọ́run but a bá ń build gbogbo kíní nílé gbogbo kíní is nothing ìlú ìlú máa ra bisikíìtì wálé ọmọ ẹ máa sọ fún mi pé òun láìkí irú bisikíìtì láyé mi bisikíìtì tó máa sẹ́ǹsì Nàìjíríà táwọn èèyàn máa jẹ tínú wọn máa dùn mélòó la fi ránṣẹ́ sílé ìyẹn la ṣe ní I need industry kàmá ẹ máa ká tún ká ẹ kí n máa lọ ilẹ̀ dẹ̀ ti ń ṣú ohun mi bí kí gbogbo iná gbogbo kíní yóò mean nothing Nàìjíríà ló ń fìyà jẹ wá òun ló ń fìyà jẹ wá but èmi mọ̀ pé àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà gunmen kidnap newspaper vendor and 8 others in Delta. Ondo monarch hold prayer for Akeredolu. Lagos first lady former first Lagos deputy governor ó blame Nigerian problem on God. Say that the country has been sold. What should have been used as provision for us has been used as a deal. Kí mo ti sọ yẹn títí gbogbo àwọn bàbá yẹn wọ́n ti ta Nàìjíríà dànù. Lára àwọn headline US mom baby and 2 others found dead in a murder suicide. Wọ́n ṣàánú wa káàkiri àgbáyé. So that is how far I can go. Wọ́n ọlọ́pàá tí Ṣeun Kútì gbá létí wọ́n ti promote ìyàwó mi tẹ̀ sọ lánàá pé irú promotion ò nìyẹn. Abuja lélẹ́yìn náà ti ṣẹlẹ̀ o. FCT police arrest 3 university students for killing a boat driver. Mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé o. Ẹni bá kàn ló mọ̀. Èmi kọ́ mo da Nàìjíríà rú o. Tèmi ni pé ohun mi lọ́kàn bí mi ṣe ń gbádùn tí mò ń dín ẹyin nínú ilé mi tí mò ń jẹ búrẹ́dì àwọn kan tẹ̀ ní kí ó ní bread mọ́mí wa kan ní brown bread ní kí n máa jẹ thanks so much for the advice. Ohun mi kẹ́ ní technology ohun mi pé kí gbogbo akájọ máa ṣe nǹkan papọ̀ kájọ máa gbogbo láti fẹ́ try rí gbogbo tí mò ń sọ yìí 2015 lèmi ti fẹ́ gbìyànjú pé ká connect diaspora pẹ̀lẹ́ tó wà nílé but gbogbo ò lè work. Nigeria ẹja play anthem ká máa lọ it get as it be àdúlé jáde mọ́ lálẹ́ but like I always say never say never but for now ẹ sọ fún DSS pé irọ́ tó pa màá bá wọn ṣe analysis ẹ̀ continuously wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ release embargo tó wà lórí Dr. Sunday Igboho. That is the broadcast today and on that note close a little. wa ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ Ògo Adúláwọ̀ lára tí ẹ like speaker Isha kúkúrú Sambere kí n ra kí n sẹ́ndẹ̀ sáwọn ọmọ mi nílé àwọn tó ń bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ like bó ṣe rọra kúrú yìí sunny ni orí ibè ni ọmọ etí ibè make ni every week láwọn tó dá sílẹ̀ bó ṣe jẹ́ second hand yẹn second hand ni bó ṣe wà bọ̀ tó níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe at least ìyàtọ̀ ti wà díẹ̀ nísìn ẹ túbọ̀ support wa improvement máa wá lójoojúmọ́ náà ni. Thank you so much. One love, one love, one love. Appreciation to everyone. Have a very good evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Yoruba Nation, no going back. Yoruba Nation for life. Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to our doorstep. Orayola Masun. One love.